is what they like to call it.
Right.
They owed the other team.
Yeah.
So he was very excited about that.
Carmen loves donuts.
I do. That's why I can remember it.
Got what, 2 games left?
2 games left. Yep. And basically, it was cool because they played King. And, he was, again, able to get a lot of, like, freshmen and sophomores in for playing time. He got, like, one kid who usually does our film for us, Ryan.
You let the film kid play? Get it, Rudy?
Were you guys up by a lot of points?
Well, yes, but also he is a freshman. He's a freshman and he wants to be a quarterback. But we have a couple quarterbacks already, so he helps with our film right now. But, Chad wants to get everyone playing time. He is on the team. He does practice. You know what I mean? So he got to dress on Friday and he got to run the ball for a 2-yard carry. Everyone was so excited for him.
God. Yeah. You have a Rudy moment.
The team went crazy for him, but there was a lot of other kids that got to like get their first touch and stuff. So it was exciting, And
that's great because some coaches, they don't do that.
No, I never understood that.
Even when the team is up, they still will not put. They don't do that. And
Can I ask you why, like in a Super Bowl, why they don't do that? Like,
I don't know.
Give players, you're up by 30 points. Give players a chance to play in a Super Bowl.
I don't know, and coaches don't realize how much that can mean to a kid.
Yeah,
I think it's because the Broncos scored 33 points in the fourth quarter.
That could be true too. Yeah.
And I do know, like for high school, when it comes to playoffs, like if you make playoffs, your seat depends on. It can come down to points.
That is true.
It's not just like a win-loss thing.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of coaches that they'll take the opportunity to run up the scores on other teams to get a better seed in the playoffs, where Chad is like, hey, if we go, that's awesome. But I also want to get these kids, playing experience and stuff.
And these kids that are here every day busting their ass.
Right. So because Ryan, like I said, he comes to practice. He practices like he would play, but for every game he does the film, and he's awesome at it.
That's like a sign of a really good high school coach, I think.
Right. Yeah, for sure. And I didn't understand that I did understand that for Joey. Joey was an okay player. He never showed any signs of greatness, but he busted his ass every day, and then he got to play a little bit, and I'm like, well, that's not. I wouldn't want to do that. But I get it. That's how it goes.
That's how my son was. He wasn't like a starter or anything, but he loved it, and he never missed a practice.
Joey didn't love it. That was
and
the
went
problem.
out there. Yeah, he talks about it now. He still misses it. He's like, damn, I miss football.
Really?
Yeah, he does.
I pick up Juliana, and I see those high school kids carrying their equipment across the parking lot with no shirt on and sweating their ass off, and I go, ugh.
He mentions all the time I misses playing football.
Oh wow, I don't get that at all. What else? I went fishing not once but twice this weekend.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I went fishing on Saturday. On Friday, Saturday with Bobby. We went in the ocean out in Punta Gorda off the seawall, and then that stunk.
Were you guys hitting up fast food spots? Like I saw a lot of fast food over the weekend.
He is
not on the diet. I thought
I didn't have any fast food.
Oh really?
Yeah, I don't eat any of that stuff. So he wanted to go to Arby's. Because Arby's, you ever go to Chick-fil-A and you can get grilled chicken nuggets? Mm-hmm. Arby's has grilled steak nuggets now.
Okay.
And he wanted to try that.
Where in 1987 did you guys go?
That's what I said. I told him, I'm like, he goes, have you tried the Arby's steak nuggets? I go, no, you know why? He goes, why? I said, I haven't been to Arby's in 30 years. Yeah. I don't know what you want. And sure enough, Punta Gorda had an Arby's. And we went there. And
just opened.
Yeah. We had steak nuggets, and they tasted like a big toe, and I did not enjoy them. I ate one steak nugget, and I was like, ugh. Then across the street from Arby's is a Wendy's, and he goes, let's get a Frosty. I'm like, I don't want a Frosty.
It's like you're driving your daughter around.
It was very similar to driving my daughter around. In Bobby's defense.
Was the grilled steak toe before or after the explosion?
That was post-explosion. Yeah.
Interesting.
I didn't eat bad this weekend. I didn't eat good, but I didn't eat bad. I didn't eat anything that would make me have an explosion.
No, but you know how like...
the catalyst.
Right, yeah. There could be like a huge boulder and it's...
Yeah, just one more thing.
And then a pebble hits it and it yeah.
No, I was... I do not appreciate the fast food like Bobby does.
Yeah.
He did. We were doing a lot of driving around, exploring Punta Gorda. Not a lot to do in Punta Gorda. Mm-hmm. We did like a good gay couple. We got up and walked through a farmer's market together. That was adorable. We bought this is the weirdest. Can I tell you what's so weird about him? We're walking through this farmer's market. We stop and look at a couple of vendors and things that they have. And all of a sudden, I see these two guys walk up to Bobby. And then Bobby, it wasn't like, hey, are you Bobby Kelly? They just walked up to him like, can I talk to you? And then I see Bobby shaking the guy's hand. And then they didn't separate hands. And I went, nope. And I left. And then I see them praying together. And I was like, get out of here. And he goes, dude, that guy just said it. I go, no. And he goes, because you're a bad person. I go, I'm not a bad person. I'm like, I'm not just going to stand there, hold hands, and pray with strangers.
Prayers at the farmer's market?
At the farmer's market. They got these two men, too. Like this big burly guy and this other guy walked up and they're like, hey, brother, what's your name? Mind if I say a prayer for you? And Bobby's like, yeah, all right, yeah.
No.
Were they praying for more lettuce?
I don't know what was going on, but it was not, it was just that's such a weird thing to me. Look, I'm not do it if you do it, but when I was a kid, my mother used to have to work on the weekend, so she'd be gone, and my brother and I would be home all alone. And the Jehovah's Witness used to come to my door all the time, and I didn't know who they were, so I'd open the door, and they're like, "Hello, is your mother home?" I'm like, "No, I'm home alone." They're like, "Do you love Jesus?"
I'm home alone. Please take me.
Yeah, it would be like a weird, I don't know, and they'd be like, "Do you love Jesus?" I'm like, "Yeah, I go to Catholic school," and they're like, well, maybe we could say a prayer for you. And I'd have to stand there while they prayed for me in the hallway of my door. But I didn't know what to do as a kid. You know what I mean? So now I get turned off by that stuff. When I see that happen, I don't want to have anything to do with it.
That's why you're not going to catch me in the farmer's market.
Well, let me tell you, the rest of the farmer's market was pretty good. They had bakers there, and they had they were selling honey and all sorts of other stuff. All sorts of sex stuff.
My wife always wants to go to that kind of stuff, and I shut it down. I'm like, no way. We're not going.
I didn't mind it at all, and it was trying to think of what. Oh, they had a good coffee guy there. They had a coffee vendor that was actually quite delicious.
Wow.
Yeah, I mixed it up a little bit.
All right.
I went outside the Starbucks box. What else? Anybody else do anything fun? No, we came back here on Sunday, and I've been dying to freshwater fish, and Bobby was down, so we went to the freshwater fishing spot. And Bobby caught himself a big ass bass. Did you see
saw that? Yeah, nice largemouth bass.
We'd been out there for like an hour. It was getting hot. I'm like, I'm done. I want to get out of here. And all of a sudden he's like, I got one. I go, you don't have nothing. He did, and then he had those stupid glasses on, and I hear Meta video, and he pulled up the fish, and he got the Meta glasses on, so he got it all in video.
Right.
Oh, nice.
That was pretty cool. Yeah, yeah. He caught a big ass bass. Pulled that baby up. We did a lot of talking about Skankfest.
Yeah.
And Carmen, I don't think you should go.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
I'm kidding. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
You kind of know like the lay of the land now?
No, nobody seems to know it.
That's what we need to
I
know.
talked to Eric from Visani too, and he's like, I don't know what the deal is because he's going, and because he's going to Scout Comics and stuff for the club.
Right.
And I said, I don't know what the deal is either, but we're going out there, and we'll just play it by ear. So, and I talked to Bobby about getting people on the show, and he said we should definitely do that in advance.
Yeah.
Where I didn't think so, we'll get together about that.
Right.
Yeah, well, I would imagine people are going to be booked up. Everybody else's podcast.
Yeah, I said,
I'm going to do yours. You
But
do
the
mine.
good
do
thing
this.
is, he said nothing happens till the afternoon, like after the afternoon. So we pretty much have the day available. So we'll be good there.
Yeah, there's going to be a million people recording their stuff.
I think so.
We should just cancel it.
Oh, all right.
I'm out.
Oh man, I don't understand how he is in a hotel room for 15 minutes and looks like he's lived there for a year. I go in my
Because he's
hotel-
been doing it for 30 years
Yeah.
or 40 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like I feel like when you go to a hotel for 2 days, do you unpack and put your stuff in the drawers?
No, of course not.
No.
But
I leave my stuff in the bag, and I have my bag on the counter, and you would not even. I take my CPAP machine out and my fan and put it next to the bed. And the rest of the stuff I leave in my bag. And I went down to Bobby's room 5 minutes after he was in the room, stuff strewn everywhere across the room. I go, how do you make it look like you've been here for a month? He's like, dude, I do this every weekend. I go, yeah, I know, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm proud of myself whenever I take my stuff out and like hang it on the cruise.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah.
oh, look at this. I hung my stuff up.
Yeah.
You got to be careful not to lose the shoes, though.
Oh man, that was one of the wildest things. I had my Led Zeppelin Vans that I had, and I could not find them. Looked everywhere, so much to the point where then I had to call and say, I think somebody took my shoes. I had at minimum 8 people from the cruise ship in my room, looking everywhere, turning stuff over, people on walkie-talkies, everywhere. Nobody could find these shoes. I was like, I don't know.
Where were they?
They were gone.
Oh, you never found them?
Well,
Oh.
and then incident report, and da-da-da-da, this and that. And then we're going to dinner the one night, whatever. I moved my hat, and they're behind my hat. I go, how did nobody, I mean, I
Nobody
get it.
moved the hat?
I get it that I'm a dum-dum,
Search
you know what I
team.
mean? But, like, I had 8 people in there searching
Yeah.
flashlights. I think at one point we had a drone. It was wild. Yeah, and they were behind my hat.
They're right here.
All right, well,
Oh.
thanks. See you guys later. I had to call him and be like, hey.
Oh, you told him?
Oh, of course. I mean,
Oh.
you know, I don't want him to think that you wind up getting some lady sent back to Honduras because she was cleaning my room. You know,
Anybody see Helen? No, no good.
We know you did it.
we know how much you love Zeppelin.
I was listening to Led Zeppelin all weekend.
I heard in your post where you smacked the Frosty out of his hand.
Oh,
One of
yeah.
the things
Yeah,
where I
yeah.
heard a little Zeppelin in the background. I was like, yeah, good, right?
No, I know it's good. I've heard them all before. Yeah, I just had the urge.
Have you heard them all before though? 'Cause they have a lot.
No, not all.
They have a lot.
I had a whole lot of love stuck in my head, and I'm like, and I go, I'm just putting it on. I haven't heard it in a long time, and I realized so many songs that I forget about.
You know what's so funny is you hear like people cover a whole lot of love, and you hear different versions of this, that, and then you hear Zeppelin, and you go, "Oh yeah, that's why.
Right.
That's why."
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing about Led Zeppelin is same thing with Pearl Jam. There's 900 Pearl Jam songs that I could sing and don't know the name of them.
Yeah,
You know, like I don't. The songs, the titles never make sense.
yeah.
I listened to a lot of Limp Bizkit this weekend.
R.I.P.
A lot of Limp Bizkit.
What happened to that guy?
I think cancer.
Oh, he was sick.
Yeah.
Oh.
He had been sick before. He left the band for a while because he had to have a liver transplant.
Liver transplant from the boozy.
Oh,
Yeah. But I think he had cancer.
What about Doug Martin?
That I have no idea.
That I think was suicide.
You think so?
I'm guessing. I don't know because I read that he had been in rehab for Adderall addiction.
I saw one of the saddest pictures of the weekend with Doug Martin. In the picture was Vincent Jackson, Mike Williams, and Doug Martin.
Oh, wow.
All celebrating a touchdown.
Yeah.
All 3 of those are dead.
What happened to Mike Williams?
Remember, he got hit at the construction site. He was working construction and got hit in the head. Yeah. And then Vincent Jackson.
Yeah, Vincent Jackson.
Yeah.
And I think Doug Martin was. I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm just assuming by the stuff that I read because nobody was saying how.
You don't really see him, you
And
know?
he was so young. You know what was his nickname?
Oh, the
Muscle hamster.
muscle hamster. But he
Muscle
hated,
hamster.
He hated that. Though.
I know.
Anytime he was called that, he would get pissed off and say, "Please don't call me that."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Because hamster means he's little.
Yeah.
He's tiny.
Because somebody had given him that name in college. I guess he hated it there, and then it got picked up when he was here in Tampa, and he was like, "Please don't call me that."
That's so funny. You tell somebody to don't call you something.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, it's,
Yeah.
You can't pick your nickname, isn't that right? Red shoes. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's so easy to
Remember
just,
Dion though? Dion used to call him Neon Dion, and he hated it.
Yeah.
he turned that right around.
I love that the one baseball guy right now, Kyle Raleigh, who is a big dumper. And
Big
it's
dumper.
exactly why.
That's what they call me this weekend.
Yeah, this guy.
It's why they call them.
Oh, really?
Big dumper. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I stole that title this weekend, buddy. I'm very proud of it. Do you have any app issues yesterday?
No, I don't think so. Why? What was
There's a Amazon Web Service outage that was a problem that was affecting a bunch of apps, and I had some things I couldn't get logged into yesterday.
Yeah,
I
I
did
saw that.
have whenever you sent the Doug Martin thing, I text back and I go, I didn't see the other thing you sent. There was an image. Did you send something else or no?
I did. I sent my 4-team parlay
Oh, okay.
picture to you guys, and I hashtagged it Mike Gambles, but it didn't go through.
Yeah, it was like a PNG or
Yeah,
something.
it just didn't
It
go
came
through.
up mine fine.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
I couldn't get it. It didn't. I saw it said it wasn't delivered, and it wasn't a big a deal, so I just let it go.
Huh.
So, all right, we got a good week planned for you this week. I know Bobby's back on Friday, and it's something else. Do we know what's going on today?
Yeah. She said she's coming.
Oh, okay. Do you know about this?
No.
Mayoral candidate in the studio today.
Oh, all right.
All right.
They are having an election for a mayor in Lakeland, Florida.
Yes.
One of the candidates is a Hooters waitress.
Okay.
She's a front runner.
All right.
She's coming in the studio today.
Top runner.
Yeah. Also, Ian Beckles will be here, and we'll go over our football picks and find out how we did. But we've got Sporkle and a whole new week's worth of stuff to give away. We'll find out what that stuff is, and we will play next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. How's your fence doing, Joe?
It looks fantastic, Michael. I have to tell you.
I heard
Very
the kids
happy.
are out in the neighborhood this weekend.
Oh yeah. We have a haunted hike every year, and
And they bring the kids by the old man's house.
they bring,
Yeah.
they do like 10 different houses, and they hike through the neighborhood, and they throw a party. And on Friday, we went there and met a guy by the name of 7-Foot Steve.
Oh man,
Yeah.
man.
I walked in there with Dizzy and Nicole, and they're like, "Are you? This is a private party." And I said, "Yeah, I know. We're supposed to be here." So they're like asking questions. I'm like,
Really?
Yeah, you're set up in front of my house,
Right,
guys." And they're like, "Well, I just don't know what house." I'm like, "What? You want to see my deed?"
So they invited you to the party.
Yeah.
and then when you got there,
I RSVP'd as well.
oh my! And then you got there, and they were like, "Hey, pal."
Yeah.
You're not invited
But they
to
were
this party.
they were cool after that. I just don't normally. They're like, "Well, how come we haven't ever seen you at any of the events? Or you don't come to anything?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"I'm here now.
Uh-huh.
You
Get to know
invited me."
Sound very famous. I don't have time for you people.
Well, but they wound up being very cool. There's a great band down there. It was fantastic.
You met a guy named 7-Foot Steve. I used to hang out with a guy named 2-Foot Fred.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know how tall he was?
How tall?
2 foot.
Really?
No, he was actually just under 4 feet, but he was a tiny little bitch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy was giant. Dizzy was trying to jump up and high five him, and it took him like a couple tries.
I mean, to you guys, everybody's giant.
Yeah,
that's true.
You know?
Imagine what
What is
7-Foot Steve is like.
What is this guy, 5'10"? Unbelievable. Can't even do it. I forgot to tell you, I went and saw Rat on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
I went and saw Rat.
I saw that. I saw Rat. It was Rat with the full band.
Well,
Mostly, it was Warren DeMartini and
Carlos and
Stephen Piercy.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then-
not my rat.
Nah.
Well, all they had was the one guy's dead, and then the other guy, then Blas Elias was playing the drums.
Right, which was cool. Yeah.
Which is weird because we just talked about him on the show
Yeah.
on Wednesday.
I know. I text Mike. I go, "Did you know he's playing drums for Rat? I hope you didn't kill him.
No.
Hope he doesn't die in the middle of this." But it was Rat. It was Trickster. It was Enough's Enough.
Did we find out what
Pretty
happened
Boy
with
Floyd.
Trickster?
No. So Enough's Enough was playing whenever I got there. And, a couple songs. Thank you. Good night. And he does Enough's Enough knows. So he goes, "Here's what y'all came for." And
Enough's Enough had, I would say, 2 songs, maybe 4 if you were a fan.
But their big song, "Fly High, Michelle,"
Right.
is what they close with and stuff. And he's like, "Hey, here's what y'all came for," and stuff. And then Trickster.
How are they? How did they sound? Good?
They sound all right.
How
them.
is that guy as a singer? Was it Donnie V still?
Yeah,
same
it's-
as people?
I believe so.
With Chips Enough really fat?
Well, he sings.
Oh, he does?
I think so, right?
No, Donnie V was the singer.
But I think Chip sings now.
Oh.
Chip was the bass player.
I don't know. He was a stringed instrument player. I
Yeah,
don't know.
he played, but I think he sings now. I don't know. I was never
Okay.
a huge fan of those guys. So, but then Trickster goes up. Trickster, a 3-piece.
Trickster that also doesn't have its singer.
Right.
Right.
And they go up and they played, I don't know, maybe 3 songs, maybe 4 songs.
They
whatever.
only had really 3 or 4.
No, but like the time,
yeah.
they were before Rat, like they were before the headlining band, and after 3 or 4 songs, whatever, he goes, they're telling us we're done, but listen, we got to do one more. Rob, sorry, we got to do one more. Zip,
Oh, they just shut him down?
shut them down.
Really?
Sorry, we're gonna do it. Sorry, no, you're not. So I don't know whether they were late or whether they got pushed back or what happened, but they're like, nope. And
wow.
get this. So they go, "Beat it, Trickster." Trickster leaves in a huff. It took an hour for them to switch over for Rat to come up.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
And I was like, Trickster could have done 3 more songs at least, and then still had another half hour to switch over.
I wonder what happened with Trickster. I wonder why.
I don't know, but it was pretty wild. They were like, "Sorry, we're going to do one more." Nah. It was just over.
Somebody pulled a Sharon Osbourne.
Oh, yeah. I mean, listen, you're not in charge.
So who is it? It was Rat, Trickster, Enough's Enough.
Pretty Boy Floyd.
Who's seeing Pretty Boy Floyd? Like, who thought we need to add Pretty Boy Floyd to this?
Yeah, but it's probably one of those things where they're like, yeah, you also get Pretty Boy Floyd.
Yeah. And we give them $80 in wings.
Yeah, give him a shrimp basket.
Yeah.
That'll be fine.
Ugh.
But the sound was bad.
Really?
Like, the bands were good. They were playing and doing it, whatever. But the sound was almost like you were on a Ferris wheel. And it would get loud and then kind of off in the distance.
That's when you do those concerts at weird places.
But they've been doing a ton of shows over there at Ferg's, and I have to imagine that Rat is traveling with their own sound guy.
Oh,
You know, I would think, but maybe not.
Probably not.
Yeah, it was weird, but it was
Steve
packed.
Piercy can't sing.
No, he never could.
No, but I mean, like I heard like round and it was the backup guys singing the
Yeah.
round and round. Yeah.
It was packed, and everybody was singing along.
Oh, yeah, it was
all
a
the
Rat
songs.
song, yeah.
It was funny because Rat went on a little after 10. We thought they were starting at 10. They went on a little after, and I thought they were done by 11. I thought it was like shut down at 11, and I'm like, there's not enough time. Lack of communication. Round and round. You guys aren't gonna have enough time. But then they wound up doing everything, and
Pete took a picture with Stephen Piercy.
yeah.
And I wanted to hashtag it Rat Face and Pete Face. I hate Stephen Piercy. We have such a history with him on this show that I don't think anything would get me to go to that stupid show.
Our inside guy, Moose, who knows all of the hairband guys, whatever, he says trickster guys were blaming Piercy for pulling the plug.
Well, yeah, but
could
why, though?
Which I could totally see. Hey, get off. We got to change over and have all our stuff. But, I mean, it took an hour. By the way, also, they have a big video screen behind the stage.
Right.
So they could put up the logo and do the stuff. And they're switching over and stuff. And then you see check TX plug, something, whatever, big on the big screen. And I'm like, all right. Then the guy opens the thing, opens another window. You see all this on the screen.
Oh, like Joe.
And then he's clicking this and he's clicking
right.
that. And it says play and it has Rat intro. Da-da-da. Go. Click. Click. 3 more drop down. Click. Check TX plug. This, nothing the entire time.
Are you
Nothing
serious?
the entire time. And then the lights were blue the entire time. And Stephen Piercy, after like 3 songs, he goes, hey, maybe we could do some lights on the crowd. I know you're not changing these lights at all.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was like, ooh,
disaster.
boy. A lot of stuff happening.
I saw Mark Wilson was there. Pete
Yeah.
was there.
Yeah.
You were there. A lot of people turned out for Rat.
Yeah. Of course, I'm at the bar and a hand reaches past me and it looks like it's a waterlogged hand from somebody who's been in the river for 30 days.
Can
whatever.
I guess?
Yeah. Yeah. And just grabs a cup and takes a cup and has somebody pour some beer in it for him. He's like, maybe it's
He
a
was
beer.
siphoning beer from other people's
Of
beers.
course. Yeah.
Just go get a cup. We'll take care of you.
And he goes walking. I guess he was right behind me. And my wife goes, look behind you. And I go, I know. I can feel his presence.
I
feel
just
him
saw that
back there.
catcher's mitt come over my arm.
Yeah.
No problem getting all the way down to St. Pete.
Yeah.
For
Right,
us and
for
man,
Rat.
not at all.
Always Rat.
Yeah.
In his defense, it's his brother, Stephen. Carmen, what do we have to give away this week?
We have a bunch of stuff. So
All right.
we have
Not Rat.
not Rat because they were just here, but we
Right.
have tickets for Puddle of Mud, which is
Puddle of mud.
What?
Where is that at?
I thought that guy was in jail.
I think they're at first, right?
they're at Ferg's. Yep,
Oh,
this
brother.
Friday. We have tickets for Celeste Barber.
Who the hell is that?
You know who Celeste Barber is.
You don't know who Celeste Barber is.
Hey, I'm Celeste Barber.
Is that right?
I don't know.
Oh.
They're
Who
gonna
is
be-
Celeste Barber?
They're going to be at the Hard Rock.
They? Is that a band?
I have no idea.
All right, don't get mad at me. I'm curious.
Oh, she's an Australian comedian.
Shut up.
G'day, mate.
Hello. I got jokes, mate.
I'm 43 years old, mate.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, by the way,
she
she also has 9.7 million followers on
That's
Instagram.
not a lot anymore.
It's a lot on Instagram.
So on Instagram, she's the one who like recreates all the model poses, but she's kind of like a funny mom type. So
Yeah, sounds right up my alley.
Her tour
funny
is
mom
called
type.
Backup Dancer.
Oh,
Tesla.
Is with Tesla, yeah.
and then Foreigner.
Yeah.
okay.
Not my foreigner.
By the way, it is your Foreigner.
It is?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lou Graham's
Graham's
there.
out with them.
Okay.
And also Foreigner doing I'm wearing my Foreigner shirt, doing the 4 album and
Oh,
then a bunch of
great.
hits as well.
All right. That'll be
Other
fun.
hits.
All right, we've got that, all that stuff to give away. Here we go right now with a little bit of Sporkle. Carmen is the keeper of Sporkle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. Where are we at rule-wise, Gio?
No rule.
I mean,
Galvin going for 3 in a row.
Oh,
I am? Uh-oh.
All
Yes.
right, everybody's activated.
Turn it on.
Activated.
Carmen, what are we playing today?
Okay, so today we're going to be playing 5-letter easy vocabulary.
Okay.
Very simple. Okay, so I'm going to give you a definition. You're going to give me the 5-letter word.
All right.
Okay, your first one. A sweet, clear, semi-solid,
Sugar.
somewhat
Jello.
elastic spread or preserve made from fruit juice and sugar.
Sugar.
Jelly.
Yeah, right at the buzzer. I said
Yes.
Jello. Damn it.
Mike Calta. Having or causing a sensation that causes the desire or reflex to scratch.
Itch.
Itchy.
Itchy. Geo. Of the color between blue and yellow
Purple.
in the spectrum. Green. Galvin. A covering for the hand worn.
Glove.
Yes. Pap Pap.
Geo.
Oh.
Geo gets the point. Feel or show approval or preference for.
Praise.
Feel or show approval or preference for.
Agree.
Enjoy.
Favor. A large bird of prey with a
Stork. Oh.
Hawk.
with a massive hooked bill and long, broad wings, renowned for its keen sight, powerful soaring flight.
Eagle.
Geo. Covered or marked with an unclean substance.
Dirty.
Geo. Containing or made from milk.
Dairy.
Galvin. A private room or compartment on a ship.
Cabin.
Galvin. Come to a place with someone or something.
Travel. Nope.
Come to a place with someone or something.
Arrive.
I don't know. I can't.
Bring.
Oh. Not even close to what I was thinking.
A distinctive emblem worn as a mark of office, membership. Yes, Mike Calta and Pap Pap. We are halfway there.
Michael has 2 points on the board. Geo has. Nope. Galvin has 3 and Geo has 4.
All right, 5-letter easy vocabulary. Your next one, a person who is fully grown or developed. I think you all said it.
We did.
Adult. Pap Pap.
Mike Calta.
You're right about that one.
Of considerable or relatively large size.
Giant.
Giants.
Of considerable or relatively large size.
Great size.
Great size.
Great size.
Obese.
Large.
Oh, you
You
said,
said large.
I said great size.
No, you said large.
I
size.
did?
Yeah, that's why I was going to
I-
say large, and I'm like, she said it, though.
My apologies.
Good point.
No point.
I totally would have said large.
I was 100%
Yeah.
saying large, and then I went, she already said large.
Yep. Makes no sense.
Eagle.
Thank you. Of little weight.
Thin.
Skinny.
Of little weight.
Tiny.
Oh, Jesus. Light.
Light.
Oh.
Light.
Yeah, why didn't I?
Good boy.
No point.
Oh, man.
A solid material that is typically hard, shiny, malleable. Yes.
I'm overthinking it.
Galvin. Easy vocabulary. A story or event recorded
Fable.
by a camera as
Video.
by a set of moving images and shown in a theater or on television.
Movie.
Yes. Galvin.
Eagle.
Prod gently,
Poke.
typically with one's elbow, in order to draw their attention to something.
Come on.
Prod gently, typically with one's
Nudge.
Yes.
Oh.
Galvin. Your next one. The tapered, sharp end of a tool, weapon, or other
Point.
object. Point.
Oh.
Galvin.
Come on, Gio.
Shake or tremble.
Shiver. Damn it.
Shake or tremble.
Rattle.
Quake. The wireless transmission
Nope.
and reception of electric impulses or signals by means of electromagnetic waves. Please
Say it again.
Oh, man.
Nah.
The wireless transmission and reception of electric impulses
Signal?
or signals by means of electromagnetic waves.
I don't know.
Radio.
Idiots.
Come on.
What a bunch of jackasses.
And Pap, we're on
Oh,
the
no.
last three.
Michael has 3 points on the board. Gio ahead of that by 1 with 4, and Galvin
You
is
didn't
your
get
leader.
any in that whole last
Nope.
second half?
You didn't get the whole game. You had the whole game to get points.
And Galvin is your leader right now. He's winning with 7.
You got to get 3 now.
I know.
All right, 5-letter, easy vocabulary, last 3. Here we go. Frightening,
Scary.
Scary.
Jesus, Gio.
Calvin. Having a pleasant, distinct flavor.
Tasty.
Tasty.
Mike.
Oh, now we're smart.
And your last one. Propel with force through the air by a movement. Galvin.
I'm going to throw up.
Your final score.
Who's in
Michael-
last place, Joe?
Well, Michael and Gio both have 4 points on the board. Galvin is your triumphant champion today. He won with 9.
By the way, did anybody see that?
No.
I did.
Did you hit something?
I went like this. I went, get these! And just drilled my elbow on the table. Oh, man.
All right. What do we have coming up in news?
Got some stuff.
Anything good?
Get some stuff. Some things happen.
Got some good stuff.
I got to be honest with you. You liked it. I liked it. It only got to happen one time. I would like for you guys to have a little conversation about how great I am as monkeys.
I don't think we could, the rule is you can't do the same rule.
Same rule.
All
Can't do the same rule
right,
twice.
well, let me make it worse then.
All right.
We're going to do that. I would like for you guys to, Gio said he was about to throw up. I would like you to do your best throw up imitation.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, more aggressive. I like it.
That was good. That was good.
All right.
That was good. You put effort into that.
I like it.
Oh, man.
Coming up with news today,
Oh, I feel gross now.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Hail to the King, Nifty at 50, and rough week for Gio.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, man. All right, good. Galvin Edge News. We'll take a quick break, and we will do that next. Before we go to break, I want to remind you, if you're looking to sell a home in the Tampa Bay area, you know who to call, and that is Jeff Borum and his team at teamborum.com. If you go to the website right now, teamborum.com, you can see right there in purple at the top of the page, it says, how much is your home really worth? You can find out in seconds for free. The best part about it is you don't have to talk to anybody. You just put your address in there, and you get it all taken care of. And they give you a high end, a low end, and they even give you a cash offer for your home. That is what Team Borum does. If you're looking to sell your home, they can guarantee to sell it for you. And you can find out exactly what that home is worth simply by going to their website and putting it in there and seeing an average. If you're relying on Zillow or to find out what the other comps in your neighborhood are, those aren't always correct. And a lot of times they're way off, and it's going to cause you to lose money on your home. If you want to sell your home for the most money, let Jeff and his team handle it for you. What I love about Jeff is Jeff claims to be one of the best real estate agents in the area because he actually lives in the area. A lot of these guys are trying to sell your homes from different states, claiming to know the Tampa Bay area, but not Jeff. Jeff and his team at Team Borum right here in the Tampa Bay area. You could actually go visit them. You could see them. You could even meet Jeff if you'd like to. Simply go to teamborum.com, teamborum.com, and let them work for you. Buying or selling a home, there is nobody better in the business than our friend Jeff Borum. Hit him up today and tell him you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show. We will take a quick break. Galvin has your news, and we will do that next on 102.5 The Bone.
I won, everybody.
No?
I did
There was-
not know
Aren't we
that.
supposed to know about that?
We should, yeah.
I mean, I think if it didn't air, I cannot add it to the record books.
I don't know about that.
I think the rules say
They're
it
the
has
rules.
to air live over the airwaves.
In the rules. That's what I'm hearing, Carmen. I'm in the room. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, same. But because like I hear what you guys hear, obviously, but usually like the sign above me will like go red or something. But I'm reading Sporkle, so
so it might have done it. You didn't see it.
Yeah.
So it's on you.
Yes. Yep. I mean, not that it would have. I could have done anything about it.
Way to go.
You know.
Yeah. All right. No big deal. Just point it out. Ladies and gentlemen, time to check in with Galvin. He's got today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
Everybody's quick to point out when YouTube's not working and when the thing goes off the air. So I just want to let everybody know we're aware. We know what's going on. What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's top story, there was another round of nationwide No Kings protests this weekend. Yeah. An Alabama woman was arrested for her lewd costume where she was dressed up like a ding-dong. More than 4 people said that they knew someone that was attending a No Kings protest. And to put a cherry on top, President Donald Trump responded by posting an AI video of himself wearing a crown in a jet, bombing the protest with liquid poop. He also said he's not a king and works his butt off to make our country great.
He put out a thing last week that said, I'm very happy that these people are out there protesting. Because I also don't want a king for this country, and I'm happy that on Monday I will still be the president. I listen. I'm all for people being able to protest and going out there and gather peacefully. That's fine. I don't have a problem with it. Although it is a big waste of time.
Can we put a little caveat with that? If you're going to go out and protest, you have to. It's just a 10-question quiz that you have to take and pass
on why you're protesting.
Exactly.
Oh, yes, that would be great.
You could do 3 questions. I think could be.
It is struggle. Wild how people have no idea and they just go along to get along, kind of thing.
Yeah, but I think a lot of these people that are out there, it's a lot like the farmers market. They're like, what are they doing? They're gathering. All right, let me load up my thermos and get some drinks together and go out and hang out with them. In a way, it's just bringing people together, but they're not doing anything. They're not accomplishing anything. I mean, even those giant crowds that they had, it doesn't matter. It's still, things are still exactly the same they were yesterday, the way they were yesterday.
It's also bringing people together to separate people, though.
Yeah, you know but what I'm saying is like they're going to go out and they're going to gather together in a park. Okay, they're going to feel good for a couple of seconds. Here we are. We're out here. We'll not disappear. And then Monday, it's like, what do we do? Nothing. You just wasted a whole weekend.
It's really just for the optics of it.
Yeah, of course.
Like this many people are against whatever
Again,
cause.
I'm not even against it because I feel like it's still a chance for people to get outside, get together, hang out. They're usually, most of the time, they're just walking out and hanging together. That's fine. But on Monday, I would be like, so what did we do we wasted the whole weekend. We did nothing. What a waste of a weekend.
What if they're arm in arm across the road and you have to get somewhere?
That I don't understand, especially in Florida where the governor's telling you just run down.
Yeah.
I don't
understand people that get out of their car or stop or half go and then stop and let them open the doors and stuff. I'm like, I'd be yelling, I'm in fear for my life. So if anybody who's videoing gets that I'm in fear for my life.
I saw a truck coming through and they were arm chained in front of the truck and the truck was like, I'm going. And it just kept going slow enough until people eventually just started, their feet were getting caught in the ground and falling over. But the guy's like, I'm going. I'm not doing anything wrong. You're doing something wrong.
Has anybody watched the Netflix documentary that just came out, The Perfect Neighbor?
No.
Oh, I did see that.
So we had talked about it.
I remember the story
coming up. Yeah,
when it happened. Yeah,
it was coming up, and it's in Florida, and it is a woman, and it is a stand your ground law type thing, whatever. But it's the majority of the documentary is police cam footage, like body cam footage and stuff. It's somewhat interesting. I watched it. It kind of ends really abruptly and doesn't really do much, whatever. But the part of it is the lady keeps on saying, I was in fear for my life. I was in fear for my life.
Yeah.
I was in fear for my life.
I would say the same
and saying that, whatever. And I go, she keeps saying that. Like, she knows what the deal is and stuff. And, but it's worth a watch, but it does kind of end abruptly. And you're like, huh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I remembered the story when it happened, so I knew the ending already.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like I was surprised. I knew the whole time like how the story ends.
This is me on Netflix. What you guys are watching the documentary you both saw. This is me. Oh, that's a documentary Galvin and Gio were talking about. The neighbor, the perfect neighbor. Oh, Seinfeld.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. Every time. That's all I do.
Because it was only like 2 years ago. Like this just happened.
Right.
Yeah.
I kind of remember now that you're talking about it a little bit, but
it was the woman that she shot through the door.
Yeah.
And killed the mother. Spoiler alert.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah.
Dozens of hugely popular websites and apps are not working after a widespread internet outage. According to online outage tracker Down Detector, large numbers of services are experiencing issues, including home security, banking, shopping, and gaming apps.
Oh, boy.
The outage hit users, it appears to be linked to Amazon Web Services, which provides many companies their computer and servers to run their apps and websites. According to the website, some of the ones that are down: Snapchat, Slack, Amazon Alexa. So if you're having any problems, or Moose texts me, he goes, if you're expecting the delivery today from Amazon, yeah, you may not be getting that because there's a lot of problems going on right now.
I got no problems with the Hard Rock Bet app. That's all I care about for tonight. That's all I'm worried about.
Yeah, that's the thing. And by the way, I get a lot of people will ask me, they're like, do you have a problem with this? Is this going to... Make sure you're updating your app. Yeah. Because they update it a lot. And that usually solves everything.
I don't like that you have to log in all the time now.
Yeah.
That annoys me.
Yeah.
Well, I log out, log in. I don't care. And sometimes I'll even just, if I can't log in, I'll delete the app and then reinstall it and put it back on. So as long as I'm in for my bets tonight, because tonight I think is going to be a doozy.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight will be a good fight out as your Tampa Bay Buccaneers take on the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, so tonight, back-to-back games for Monday Night Football. Kickoff for the Buccaneers versus the Lions is scheduled for 7 p.m., and then you have the Texans versus the Seahawks. That'll begin 3 hours later with a kickoff set at 10 p.m. Eastern time.
I mean, if you're on the West Coast, that's great. You finally get a game that's normal time, but I'm out.
There's no way I'm
thank God that's not the Bucs.
Yeah, no.
Speaking of the Bucs, so it looks like possibly Tampa Bay Buccaneers wide receiver Mike Evans is likely to play, and Emeka Egbuka has a real chance to be on the field for tonight's Monday Night Football game against the Detroit Lions.
Now, I read that they said Egbuka would be like a game-time decision. Like, they're going to put him out in the pregame and see how he's doing.
Yeah, it actually says both will be game-time decisions, according to Coach Todd Bowles.
So what happens if I bet Mike Evans to get over on reception and he doesn't play?
If he does not play at all, if he does not go on the field, it'll be void.
Oh, but if they put him in and then they're like, no, he's not good.
If he steps onto the field and goes for one play and they don't even target him or do anything, if he's in, then it counts.
Maybe take the under.
That's a big thing.
Take the under on Egbuka.
I had a guy from the Bucs, and he was dressed. He was a wide receiver. He played on special teams. Didn't do anything. All right, and I was like, oh yeah. All right. Well,
how do they know?
He played. What do you mean?
How do they know he played on special teams?
They have the stats. They have all the stats.
Oh, yeah.
All that stuff.
NFL.com, ESPN.com, any of that stuff. Yeah, they're pretty good with it. they check on that.
It's not just a guy named Roy who's doing it in the back. Hey, Roy, did he play?
I'm pretty sure he was in. Also, speaking of the Bucs, this is pretty sad. A man who died in Oakland police custody Saturday morning was former NFL player Doug Martin, former all-pro running back for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, died at the age of 36.
Now, I initially said this morning on the show that my suspicion was that it was suicide because I had read that he had had a battle with Adderall and was in rehab, but it seems like I'm wrong about that now that more details have come out.
Yeah, so it looks like Martin was arrested following a break-in at a home near the Oakland Zoo. Martin was taken into custody a little before 5 a.m. Police say he had a medical emergency, and there was a brief struggle before he became unresponsive. Paramedic personnel arrived, provided medical aid, and unfortunately, the individual later died at the hospital, according to Oakland police.
That's sad.
OPD said officers involved in the incident have been placed on a paid administrative leave to comply with departmental policy.
That always happens.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
He's breaking into the house. I looked it up on Sports Track. He made like $22 million.
22
in his career,
and he's breaking into houses.
Well, but is he breaking into houses because of other reasons?
It might not be for the money.
You know,
the best pro football career so far that I've seen outside of football is Styles G. White. Remember Styles?
Yeah,
Styles played for the Buccaneers. Was like, I work for Wawa now, and he was like killing it at Wawa. He was like doing great, and he's still on I'm friends with him on social media. He's still a figure in the Tampa Bay area. He's a guy who was like, I played football for a couple of years. Now I live a real man's life.
Like I said, I said this earlier. There's a picture floating around, and it's of Vincent Jackson, Mike Williams, and Doug Martin all celebrating the touchdown, and all three of those guys are dead, which is mind-blowing.
That's got to be so difficult to go back into regular society after you were treated like a NFL football player for so many years.
Yeah, especially if you're a guy who, played a couple years and, obviously he made a ton of money, whatever. Yeah. But, like, if you didn't make a bunch of money and, you have to go and get a real job and do that stuff, yeah, it's got to be wild.
Yeah, my biggest fear is that if I'm out of radio and I still have to work, I have to go get a job somewhere where everybody's going to be like, "Hey, aren't you the guy from the radio?" And I'm like, yeah.
A large majority of those guys in the NFL are not making that life-changing money.
No, not anymore.
Some guys are only in like a year or two, maybe 3 years. That's like the average. So.
And even if you're making a few million, you're paying agents, you're doing all this different taxes, all this stuff. If you're buying things, like it doesn't go as far as you think. There was a guy who was talking about it and explaining. He goes, it sounds like a lot. $5 million sounds like a lot.
Right.
But then you have this. You have to pay all these different things. Whatever.
There are more guys in the league that are not superstars.
Sure.
Than,
There are very few guys who have a plan like, what's his face? The lawyer.
Oh.
No,
Culpepper?
Culpepper. Brad Culpepper came from a family of lawyers. And he said, when I'm done, I'm going back to school. I'm going to get my law degree. Very few players have a plan like that.
Sure.
You know? And he had two great careers.
You don't want to be working at the deli counter like Randy the Ram.
No,
Here, can you sign this helmet for me?
But I mean, but that's what I was saying about Styles. Like that guy was like, yeah, I'm back in society now, and I'm working. But he does it well. You know what I mean? Like he's not like, yeah, I used to play. Like he's never one of those guys that you see bitching. He's like, yeah, this is my life. This is what I do now.
It has to be tough because it's so hard to get to the league, and literally these guys have been doing it since they were kids. It's the only thing you've done, and then all of a sudden it's gone.
But sometimes I meet guys like at golf tournaments and stuff. They're like, yeah, I played for a year. It was no big deal.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you played for a year in a league that 0.02% of the people of the world ever get to play. And like, even if you played for a year, you did something that 98% of society doesn't get a chance to do.
It's damn near impossible.
Yeah. So that's great.
So you're saying all those three guys, they all died in their 30s or earlier.
I know.
Oof.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Speaking of dying, Sam Rivers, the bassist and founding member of Limp Bizkit, died on Saturday. He was only 48. No word on his cause of death. He did have liver disease and took a hiatus from the band in 2015, but then returned in 2018 following a transplant.
He was just on tour with them with Metallica like a couple months ago, but I think he might have had cancer, is what I'm hearing.
If I had a liver transplant, they were like, you should probably retire or you could die. And they were like, hey, man, Metallica called and said we can go back on the road with them. I'd be like, I'll take my chances.
They've been on tour for nonstop for like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah,
because we saw them at the Hard Rock. Then they had a full tour in the summer.
Corey Feldman
that was here, and then they had the Metallica tour, which was 10, 12 dates worldwide.
So I was scrolling through Instagram, and John Otto had posted, and it was like 8 minutes prior to whenever I saw it, and then I looked and I did not see it anywhere in news, and I sent it to you guys, and I'm like, hey, I'm hearing this guy died.
Oh, that's crazy.
I was really sad.
Yeah. So now
John Otto's his cousin.
Is he? Mm-hmm. Now, if they go back on tour with a different bass player, you go see him? Or is that not your Limp Bizkit?
No, it'll never be my Limp Bizkit ever again. It'll never be the same. It'll never sound the same. It'll never be the same.
Oh, it will. You're the singer and Wes Borland.
He was so good.
Fred Durst, Wes Borland, the rest of them are interchangeable.
No, like for a while when they didn't have Wes Borland in Limp Bizkit.
That's different. Yeah. That's a little different.
No, Sam Rivers, he's definitely a big part of the sound of that band.
Yeah, but another bass player. Wolfman.
No,
Scott Wolfman.
It won't be the same. He's got a very unique sound. Plays a 5-string bass. He's a trained jazz musician.
I could play your little kid.
It's really, really sad. And people can stop sending me the stuff. I am aware that he passed.
You didn't know? Or
no, people are still, even up until this morning, people are still sending me like.
I'm back to blocking people who are sending me reels.
Yeah,
I just can't take it anymore.
Yeah,
it's my if I look in my thing and you send me a reel. And I scroll up and you sent me 4 reels prior to that, you're just getting blocked.
Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate that, and I'm flattered that you thought of me when you saw the news, but I know the news.
How many people
We're in the news.
Yeah, well, like I'm aware, and this is like maybe right
Usually we're posting things that tell you about it. Check our story first. If it's not in the story, then you can send it to
The
us.
first couple hours, okay, but it was 2 days ago.
Oh, you'll get it today. You'll get it this afternoon.
I appreciate it, but yeah, I know.
How many people do you think you have restricted, that you never open their stuff, they send you stuff, and you just delete it and never even look at it?
1,000.
Did they know?
No,
I don't think so.
No, but did they see that you never saw it, right?
I don't know.
Yes, but like I don't block anybody because I just restrict them because I'm not going to see them because clearly they're following me because they really enjoy the show. So I don't want to block that person.
Right,
I just don't want to
same.
interact with that person.
But then you still have to go to your direct messages and delete their messages every time because they're still sending you 9 reels about Sam Rivers dying.
Yeah, I think there's a restricted folder. I don't know. But yeah, I restrict most people because they just don't show up in my feed.
Today is the first day of Diwali, the Festival of Lights, which is celebrated by millions of Hindus, Sikhs, and I don't know this one, Jains. Jains?
Yeah, Heinz. No,
Nice try.
I didn't know what Diwali was until it showed up on my calendar last year.
Oh, you know what Diwali is.
Now I know because it showed up on my calendar, and I'm like, what the hell is Diwali?
The only reason I know what Diwali is because of The Office.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but it showed up on my calendar probably a couple of years ago.
Sure.
Should we take the day off?
Diwali? No, it's a festival of light. You just celebrate. You don't take
damn
off.
it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Jains.
I have no idea.
J-A-I-N is a follower of Jainism, an ancient Indian religion that emphasizes nonviolence, non-attachment, and self-control.
I have no idea.
So, wow. Well, if you want to celebrate, you can celebrate today. Mike, America's fastest growing sport, pickleball, is sending more and more people to the emergency room with serious eye injuries more than ever before.
Why eyes?
Well, pickleball-related ocular injuries jumped by an estimated 405 cases each year between 2021 to 2024. In 2024 alone, an estimated 1,262 pickleball-related eye injuries occurred nationwide based on emergency department data. I guess from serving, hitting, they said the ball hitting the eye and the paddle hitting the eye.
You can take a ball in the eye pretty good. It's just a wiffle ball, but a paddle in the eye I get. Now, can I tell you that when I played with Pete outside, it was surrounded by a chain link fence. And I took one step, and then I go to take a second step, and then the third step I saw me getting into an ambulance because I just smashed into the fence. At the Ace Pickleball, all the walls are padded. So I've taken a couple of head dives into the wall. It doesn't matter. It's just like hitting a pillow.
What if Pete hit you with his paddle with the suction cup and pulled your eye out?
Yeah, that would be pretty rough.
Do you think any of these eye injuries are from people getting pissed off and throwing a paddle at
Maybe,
somebody?
that could be possible.
This guy's pretty good. You're pretty good if you can do this. Shohei Ohtani pitched 10 strikeouts and hit 3 consecutive home runs in Game 4 of the National League Championship Series as the Dodgers swept the Brewers on their way to the World Series. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays beat the Mariners to stay alive in the ALCS. That series is tied 3-3. The deciding game, Game 7, is tonight. But how crazy is that? So he goes out and pitches 10 strikeouts, which is crazy, 10 strikeouts, and then goes up, home run, goes up, home run.
Is this the second time there were 3 home runs in the playoffs?
There's home runs. Like, it's crazy how many home runs there are.
Yeah, he's worth every penny that they paid for.
Like $8 million, $800 million.
Yeah, but if you can pitch,
Yeah.
that's where the money is. Now, if you're also banging home runs on top of that,
And you don't see that. You don't see a lot of pitchers that can hit the ball at all that are even bat, really.
No, yeah. I mean,
there's
you're only looking at
Babe
the National
Ruth.
League. Yeah.
It was Babe Ruth
Yeah.
before. By the way, did you see the video? They said, I have a friend like Ohtani. He goes and does all that stuff, whatever. Then he goes over, you know what he does? Goes into the dugout, starts filling cups of water and setting them on top of the
For
cooler.
other people?
For other people. Every time he comes up, he says hello to the catcher and the umpire and stuff. He's just like such a sweet guy.
Yeah.
And then just rock home runs.
Me about to hit the ball out of
I'm going to be nice to you because I'm about to crush your
sayonara
dreams.
to ball.
America's pastime, best player, Japanese.
Yep. Well, there you go. That's how it works. A Hooters manager is running for the mayor of Lakeland.
Yeah.
24-year-old Lakelander is one of the youngest candidates ever running for mayor. Caitlin Grace Kramer was born and raised in Lakeland. She graduated from Bartow High School and is running for mayor because she says she wants to challenge the idea of what leadership can look like. She said she's no stranger to hard work. She's an hourly manager and bartender at Hooters. She says the job has pushed her to become the best version of herself. She says Hooters has done so much for me. Hooters is the reason I own my home. I bought my house when I was 20 years old. Hooters is also the reason I own my own car and put myself through my education. Hooters is the reason I have a bachelor's degree in biology. And she'll be on the show today.
She's coming in the 9 o'clock hour.
Yeah.
I have no idea what she looks like. I would imagine in my head I could figure out what she looks like because she works at Hooters.
Okay.
But I have not seen her. I don't know anything about her. I plan on meeting her today during the show.
You will not be disappointed.
I'm sure I would.
She is 24 years old. She's blonde, very attractive.
Yes, I assumed she would be.
Running for mayor.
Well,
Very nice.
the mayoral candidate will be in the studio with us in the 9 o'clock hour.
All right. Yeah.
Please let Ian Beckles know he'll be among political candidates while he's in the studio.
Ian,
Dress accordingly.
yeah. He's probably listening. Ian,
I'm
you'll
sure.
be among the candidates.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of people. We've had congressmen in here. We've had Anna Polina Luna.
Yeah.
Now this would be great.
Yep. We've ruined people's political careers on this show.
Nah, well,
We've stalled people's political careers at the line. We're very instrumental.
you should choose who you align yourself with carefully.
Yes, you should, because things will always come back out of the closet. Out of your skeletons will come out of the closet to make you look terrible. Galvin, back to you.
It's Halloween. I have a skeleton in my closet right now.
Do you have Halloween stuff, decorations at your house?
I have some, yeah.
I have nothing. I refuse to acknowledge it, although it is starting to look a little bit like, because my Juliana's like starting to, we got candy in the house, you know what I mean? It's become one of those things. It's very hard to walk by that giant bucket of candy and not eat any candy.
I love Halloween.
I don't.
I don't want to get dressed up, but I enjoy like the haunted houses and the decorations and stuff.
See, I don't mind dressing up now, especially because they make everything into pajamas.
Yeah.
They make costumes in pajamas and onesies and stuff, so it's really easy.
They have the Tipsy Elves that were on Shark Tank. They're doing Halloween costumes, but it's basically, like Carmen said, it's just pajamas. Like there's a car wash, and it's pajamas with like rags hanging off it.
Yeah.
That's good. Carmen,
Yes.
what was the idea of you making a video in the bikini eating ice cream and cake?
Because you guys called me a house pig, and I wanted to show you that
You
I'm
guys,
not
that
a
was
house
Robert Kelly.
pig.
There were specific people that called you that.
And all of you repeated it
I did not.
over
I
and
did-
over.
I did not.
So I just made a funny video of the rare
Can I
sighting
tell
of
you?
a house pig.
I thought you looked adorable.
Thank you.
You look good in a bikini.
Yeah. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm working hard. I've lost weight I lost like 20 pounds in the last like 2 years.
Wha- 2 years?
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's doing it right. Like I'm not taking any drugs or any supplements. I'm literally just
Mike lost 20 pounds on Saturday.
Yeah.
yeah, like I'm just eating right and exercising when I can.
Right.
And stuff. So it's going to take a little bit longer than if I did like some extreme diet. But really, it's showing like you can have cake and ice cream because you want to know what? I had 2 bites of ice cream and 2 bites of cake in that
Delicious.
video. And that was it. But
Yeah.
it's like knowing your limits. You know what I mean? Like,
I love that it was a pink bikini, just like a little pink house pig.
yeah, that, listen, I put thought into my video,
Yeah, you did.
obviously. I just thought it was, and I just, wanted a reason to eat cake and ice cream. So,
It was great. I love it. I thought it was great.
Carmen, you should have had some Scotch tape and did your nose up.
Yeah. Make it hot.
Piggy. And then don't eat it with a fork. Just put your face in it.
yeah.
Get it, Piggy. A local Dave & Buster's debuted a new program. Mike, are you in? For adults called 50 Plus Dave and Brain Busters. The restaurant partnered with multivitamin brand Centrum to launch a campaign that invites guests to reimagine what multivitamins can do and test the cognitive powers engaging in screen-powered play. Together, the duo is spotlighting a special set of Dave and Brain Busters games geared toward naturally supporting skills, cognitive skills such as reflexes, memory, all this stuff. Adults age 50 and older are invited to participate. They have Grand Piano, Pop the Lock, Fruit Ninja, Doodle Jump,
Pretty good.
Pac-Man.
I'm pretty good at Fruit Ninja.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well,
I'll swipe that sword.
No Pokemon?
No Pokemon in here. No.
Oh, can I tell you?
Oh,
Please.
Couple of things.
we were hoping you would.
So I mentioned the other day that Pokemon changed its structure on the levels, and then I said that I was still playing, and I opened my Pokemon up to new friends. I can't keep up with it. I mean, thousands of friend requests, thousands. That's how many people are still playing. And I got to meet a guy this weekend. Guy came up to me. He was like, "Hey, just a heads up, I'm this guy on Pokemon." I was like, "I know you. I felt like I met like a famous guy." Yeah, I'm just letting you know, thousands of people sent me friend requests. Still playing the game. Still playing. I don't know what you want to like. I'm not gonna,
I don't know.
Cool.
I don't know. Is that good?
shut up.
All I heard is there's a bunch of nerds out there too.
Yeah.
Other nerds.
Yeah.
All right. It's more than you think.
Neat.
Just saying.
All right. Was he a higher level than you, or?
No.
Oh
I'm 67.
Yeah. Instead of seeing screens as a distraction, older adults are encouraged to attend silver hours to embrace interactive games. Silver hours take place on Wednesday afternoons and are exclusively
early.
designed for adults 50 and older to enjoy all of it. You get prizes and 10% off food and social fun. Maybe all you nerds can go there now.
No, we different levels. The Fruit Ninja and Pokemon are two different things.
Okay.
Dave and Buster's is fun.
Yeah.
I've been a couple times.
Yeah, I like David Buster's.
The shoe company On. Anybody have any On shoes?
I have a pair of On shoes.
You have a pair of Ons?
Yeah. I don't
Carmen,
like
you had
I
Ons,
did.
right?
Yeah, at one point I did.
I don't particularly like them. They're too hard.
Too hard.
Like they on the outside, I feel like I'm wearing boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't love
Carmen,
them.
I
what about
liked
you?
mine. I liked
Yeah?
mine a lot. Yeah.
Any problems with them?
No, not that I remember, but I do know I went from Ons to Hoka's at one point because I had them like
Yeah.
a couple years ago.
Do you want to get in on a class action lawsuit?
Flash.
Class
To fight
action.
them?
Yeah, it's class. I said it wrong. Customers have been complaining because their cloud shoes supposedly won't stop squeaking as you walk. And it's embarrassing.
Wait, what?
I had a pair of shoes that did that one time that I just purchased, and it did suck.
I always love whenever you see people walking through like shopping places with flip flops on, and it's just, and you're like, all right, that's gotta stop.
I
Hey,
stepped
look
on
at
a
this real
thumbnail.
quick. This is the thing. It looks like a skateboard with a. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
It looks like a skateboard with a piece of string that goes across it, like a curved skateboard, and you just balance yourself on it. What's that for?
Balance
Yeah.
and core.
Oh, core, I guess.
Yeah, and balance. Though it's like one of the top killers for old people is losing your balance.
Yeah, but I mean, you balance on a string is not the same as balance walking.
but it improves your balance.
Yeah.
It improves your your muscles and your hips
the
and all that
core.
stuff.
Yeah, that
But
makes
also,
sense.
remember they used to have those skateboard-looking things. It was like a skateboard deck that was just on the ground, and you spun on it and did the thing.
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that was just to engage your core and do
Okay.
the.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, it just caught my eye.
What do you think? Pickleballers need that?
Next step.
That way you don't run into the fence.
Maybe.
What about do pickleballers need this? Today is National Chicken and Waffles Day.
Oh.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Love
I'm in.
waffles.
Who wants it?
Love
Yeah,
waffles.
I'm starving.
I
Oh,
ate a waffle this weekend.
so good.
Oh,
I made waffles this weekend too.
I didn't make them. I went to Waffle House.
It's
Oh, yeah.
interesting that you say I didn't have any fast food. Then I had a
That's
steak
not fast food.
Waffle House?
Yeah, that's not
What
fast
is that?
food.
Fine dining?
You eat, no, but you sit down and eat and pay the bill and the whole thing. That's not fast food.
You sit down and eat and pay the bill at McDonald's.
No, you don't. You go through a drive-through. That's fast food.
No, you can't.
No, it's kind of
You don't
Fast
have
food
to.
fast food has a drive-through. There's
Some
no place.
Waffle Houses have drive-throughs.
Yeah. The
Well,
one-
I've never. The one that I went to did not, and
What's
the fast
Subway?
food has a driveway. Subway is a sandwich factory. No, Subway.
I mean, it's probably technically what QSR, the quick serve restaurants, but yeah, it's right there with all of them.
Fast food has a drive-through and serves burgers. That's fast food.
Okay.
What's
You
Taco
disagree
Bell?
with that?
Let's talk
yes.
about.
What's KFC?
Neither one serves burgers. Has drive-thrus.
Okay.
You just got lured.
Yes.
Fast food has a drive-through.
In some instances.
So you think Waffle House is fast food?
I think Waffle House is.
You call Denny's fast food?
I think.
Will Perkins be fast food?
I think that it's not necessarily under the fast food umbrella but it is not great food.
Nobody said anything about great food. We just talked about fast food like Arby's and Wendy's. And if you're equating
Did you have
Waffle
Arby's?
House, no.
You had a steak nugget.
I had one steak nugget. It's like eating a fry.
Oh, okay. I didn't know one was allowed.
One doesn't. Yeah.
I just go on a road trip and have one at each stop.
Forced to eat one on video so that I could taste test a steak nugget.
Did it for the bit.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was
So
disgusting.
you had a steak nugget. You had waffles.
Yeah.
What else?
You had bread because at
Bread.
yeah. I
From
didn't
a
eat bread.
Emergency
comedian. A doctor comedian told you to have bread.
emergency
He's a
bread.
doctor, comedian, phone salesperson.
Mm-hmm.
Just bread of a sign, nothing else.
Just bread.
Any gas station stops?
I got Tic Tacs.
So for the whole weekend, you had a waffle, steak nugget, and some bread.
And TikTok.
Starbucks too.
Starbucks.
What'd you have at Starbucks? Just your drink, or did you have other stuff?
Just my drink. Just my drink.
There were a lot of bags in that video at the drive-thru.
Yeah, it was Bobby's,
All right,
Arby's bag, and then his Wendy's bag on top of it.
I'm just making observations.
This is a tough room.
Yeah, Michael.
Thanks, Joe. You're the only how I have in here.
Tough room when you're a liar.
Who's lying? I've never been more honest about anything than
I
I am.
had zero
about-
fast food. Well, I had a
Waffle House is borderline.
steak nugget.
The one by my house has a drive-thru.
Listen to me. No one said I ate great this weekend. I said I didn't eat fast food. I did not eat fast food.
All right.
What is Arby's?
I did not eat Arby's. I tasted one piece of something that Bobby ordered.
How
do you taste
Oh
it?
my god!
Yeah.
You're hilarious.
How do you taste it?
Okay, by shoving it in your ass.
Oh, you shouldn't do that.
That counts as fast food.
Maybe that's why you're all backed up.
Skip in the middle.
Maybe that's why you're all
You're
backed
doing
up.
it wrong.
Yeah, definitely doing it
I
wrong.
hate both of you. I hate all of you.
I think it's great. I love Waffle
I
House.
know you do.
I
Yeah.
didn't see Rat this weekend. I mean, I saw Rat. Is that what you're talking about? The band Rat?
That makes no sense.
Yeah.
George Strait just announced a one-night only show next year, so get ready for it if you want to fly away at Clemson University's Memorial Stadium. It's the first concert at the stadium since 1999. The concert is set for Saturday, May 2nd. A lot of people are saying like he was kind of done, but now he's making a comeback. He had put out a
He only
picture of him.
does like festivals, and he does them like every couple of years.
But
He's
didn't-
so rich, he doesn't need to do anything.
Right, but didn't he retire or something? Didn't he come out and officially say he was done? But now I think he has an album, and then he put out a picture, and people are like, "Oh, you think George is coming back?"
Oh,
and doing
man.
it.
George
Just in time
Strait,
for
one
the
of the-
Super Bowl halftime show.
One of the most amazing things to me for Galvin, that might be it. One of the most, because there was a call to have him be the halftime show. One of the most amazing careers, doesn't write any music, just
Yeah.
sings other people's songs.
Yeah,
Yeah, and there's a gazillionaire from it. Good for him.
that's wild. And just like a regular guy, you know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
He doesn't seem like a star kind of guy.
No, like he's out there running his own tractor.
Yeah. There is a musician online. You ever see these guys that add different stuff to songs that don't need it, or they play like you'll see sometimes they'll do AC/DC Back in Black, but they'll play it straight 4/4, so it sounds weird, or they add extra things. This guy is a musician online. He's adding pedal steel to non-country songs.
What is pedal steel?
The steel guitar, the
that's
guitar
what they
thing.
call it, pedal steel.
Yeah. One of the best ones he does, and it really fits because it just works, whatever, is Sultans of Swing by Dire Straits.
Love that song.
So take a listen. He's doing pedal steel for the guitar solo. Here's what it sounds like.
It's flat. The guitar is flat.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah, you play it. That's
like
hard,
on a
it's
table.
hard to do that like
Yeah.
that fast.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Journey keyboardist Jonathan Cain says he's leaving the band
Oh no.
Oh.
after 2 more tours over the next 2 years. Thanks for letting us know, Jonathan.
Yeah, well,
Get in now if you want to
see
see
him now.
Jonathan. Yeah, on keyboards with Journey. You have about 2 years before he retires and leaves.
hey,
the
you
band.
never know when it's your last show.
Never know, man. You never
R.I.P.
know.
Sam Rivers.
And then finally in news, this is a story that I want to talk about because I feel like we're going to have different opinions on this.
Okay.
Police in Maine are looking for a man, an older man, who picked up and walked away with $7,400 in cash that someone else lost after they inadvertently left it on the roof of their car and drove off.
Yeah. Finders keepers. Sorry.
I mean,
that's somebody's money.
sure.
You got to give it back to them.
Don't leave it on the roof of your car.
Yeah, I
For
know,
starters.
but
But it's a
accidents happen.
mistake. Yeah.
No, I know. But
It's not
also,
yours.
like the guys, is he going to get arrested when the police
I
find
mean,
him?
if it's my money, I would hope somebody would
Sure.
turn it in. But also, I would not be surprised if they did not.
Right.
I would just be kicking myself in the ass.
Yeah, but I mean, could you keep it, honestly, if you found it?
Oh, yeah.
Like, can you keep it if you knew where it came? Like, if you, like, this has got to be somebody's that dropped this by accident.
If I know exactly whose money it is, like I find out it's this specific
Right,
person's
because
money.
it could be this single mom who is going to put a down payment on a thing, blah, blah, blah. Or it could be old Rockefeller over here. It fell out of his pocket. He's like, whatever.
Yeah, John Morgan came stumbling out of a bar and dropped a bunch of cash on the ground. And you wouldn't pick it up and give it back to him?
Yeah, I guess I would.
Yeah, I mean, you can't.
But also,
You can't rob. That's robbery if you know.
If I know who it is, yes. If I don't know who it is, no.
if you're walking through a parking lot and you find $7,400 in an envelope that has no, and you're like,
that's different.
Yeah, well, that's what this was, right?
that's what this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying like.
What did you turn it into the police?
No. I find $7,000. I hide it for a couple of days and see if anything comes up. But if I read about it in the paper and it says mom or anyway, man loses $7,000, I
Right.
go, that's it.
Right.
Yeah, I get that, but also, like, how are you supposed to get it back to this person? You go to the nearest. Okay, so I pick it up in a parking lot, and there's a convenience store over here. I go to them and I go, "Hey, if anybody comes in and says they lost a bunch of money, you know what I mean?" 'Cause
So I think the
then
law
their
is you
buddy
turn it into
Ernie-
the police.
Oh, I'm not turning
No
it into
way.
the police.
And the police have to give it back to you after a certain amount of unclaimed days.
Yeah,
I'm sure they will.
Yeah, here's
I'm
how.
sure
Yeah,
they'll
here's
find
how
out.
that goes. Hey, it's 30 days. Anybody come and get their money? Yeah, some lady came and got it.
Yep.
Get out of here.
Right after you walked
Don't
out.
film either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the guilt gets to me. And I feel too bad that I stole somebody. Yeah, if I don't know whose it is and
Yeah.
I just find an envelope, I'm
If
keeping
you
it.
first find it, you're not calling police.
I found $17 on the street when I was like 13 years old, and it was like finding $1 million.
Yeah.
Joe found $4 in your cul-de-sac.
Well, it was 20.
Oh, 20. There you go. Yeah, if you see the lady putting her kids in the car and she drives away and then falls
That's
off
different.
and you see the car is a red station wagon with California plates, you're
Right.
like, all right, whatever.
Figure
But
that
if,
out.
if you're just walking through and you see an envelope and you pick it up and you look around and it is just tumbleweeds and nobody, and you're like,
Yeah.
You know what I do?
$7,400.
I take that money and I go to Waffle House and I buy everybody a waffle and I go, this is not fast food. Stay here and enjoy it.
Oh, man.
So I found two $5 bills up against a fence on the trail. And I got it, and I took a picture of it, and some guy goes, "You put that?" And I go, "What am I doing in my life?" Then I'm putting $5 bills out there.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Look, there's those accounts where they hide the money around town and then post it.
Right, but also then a bunch of people pointed out, "What if that had fentanyl on it?" And they're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"I go, who's trying to get me?" If I walked up, they were probably like, "I'm not lugging him. I'm not
Yeah.
taking him and trafficking him." I found in the middle of the woods, 7 of clubs. A card, one playing card.
Oh, no.
7 of
Oh,
clubs.
that's
You didn't pick it up, did you?
Yeah.
I 100%.
Now you're
Oh,
dead.
no.
Now you're
I
dead. You've been marked.
bad.
You've been marked.
No, good luck.
No way.
No.
Sevens are good.
no.
Clubs
my
are
wife,
bad.
My wife goes, middle of the woods, and you pick it up. I go, yeah.
No.
No.
You're marked now. You're
Oh,
marked.
somebody's trying to get me.
Yesterday, Bobby and I went fishing where I used to live in Land O'Lakes.
Yeah.
And it's a private area, and there's a path that you have to walk through you have to walk through the path. There's nothing there, and then there's two wood swings, where you could like sit on a swing, and then there's more path, and it leads out into a dock on the water. We were walking through, just in the middle of the day, there's nobody there. All of a sudden, boom, there's some kid was just sitting there, and it scared the piss out of me.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't expect to see anybody back here, and this kid just sitting there, just staring into space. It's weird.
How old?
Teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably doing weird stuff on his phone.
probably.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, Magnifico.
Hey, it's Monday, October 20th.
It's not. It's Monday.
And on the clock, the 20 is the 4, and the 4 spells Lord, L-O-R-D.
Oh, that is pretty weird.
What's
up?
How you doing?
Yeah,
ever find
pretty
a
good.
seven of clubs?
I want to get a new judge and a new court date. A live judge in the courtroom with me there so I can show him my leg. If he wants to see CAT scans, I can tell him what doctors to go to from Boston to Florida.
Is it just me, or does she have kind of a cadence like Trump? The way she's.
How you doing?
How you doing?
No, but like gotta get a new judge. Gotta get a new judge.
All right, Magnifico, I got to go.
All right.
I'm due back on Earth.
Yeah, I want to go back to court, but I want my own judge.
All right, but I can't help you with
a live
that.
one.
All right, we'll get you a live one.
Yeah, and you wouldn't believe all the things that came to me about.
I don't want to know. Oh, that poor woman is so mental.
That's got a lot of stuff going on. And she just keeps in and out of places.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess you're good to go. See you in a couple weeks.
Imagine she must have suffered such bad trauma that it's ruined her. You know, that she can't get past it. That's crazy. Anyway, before we go to break, I want to tell you about my friends at superheatandair.com. Superheatandair.com is teamed up with ABC Plumbing, and now they handle plumbing as well as air conditioning. So if you've got a plumbing job around your home that you need done, whether you have an issue with a toilet, a sink, a faucet, something along those lines, yes, they can help you. But the most important thing is knowing who to call when you have an emergency in the middle of the night or the afternoon and you're not sure what to do because you're freaking out because there's water everywhere. You can simply go to superheatandair.com and have them come out 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And of course, that also applies to your air conditioning. If you've had a problem with your AC unit, it's not running, or if you simply want to get ready for the cooler weather and know that maybe your heat might have to come on in the next couple of weeks, next couple of months, give them a call today and let them come out and do a $29 clean and tune on your unit, get you all ready for the winter months. Because when you let the unit sit there and it sits dormant for a while, it collects dust and the coils get dirty. And then when you turn that heat on, boom, it burns off and it stinks. And it's just not ready for the winter months. If you haven't done that yet, go to superheatandair.com today. Tell them you heard me talk about it. And even if the worst case scenario, if your unit's not working and you're not sure what the problem is, have them come on out and do a tune-up for you. And if there is a problem that they have to fix, they will deduct the $29 off of that problem. Go to superheatandair.com today. That is superheatandair.com, and tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show. I don't know if you saw this or not, but I went out this weekend. And I had a very wild interaction with a gentleman at a Pride festival in Punta Gorda. It was not planned, but it's out, and I got it on video, and it is on our Instagram. There has been over 100,000 views of it in the last 24 hours. If you'd like to see it, go to our Instagram at The Mike Calta Show and check out our reels. We're going to talk about that when we come back. It's The Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. Has anybody given any thought as to what they're going to dress as?
Yes, but I don't know.
I really don't want to. If I'm being honest.
Samesies.
But don't.
You have less of an excuse than we do.
Yeah, I'm not playing
we have
in the
to
band.
play in the band.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I'm going to go as the guy from Limp Bizkit.
Oh,
the bass player.
Too soon, man. Too soon.
No, I think it's perfect.
Yeah. I'm going to throw an extra string on my bass and not play it.
No, too soon.
Yeah.
Have you thought of anything or no?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
You're not dressing up at all.
I'll come up with something very minor.
Mm.
I don't know what it is. I don't want to be a party pooper.
Maybe Waffle House patron.
Be a waffle.
Yeah.
Carmen, I got out of the last break, and I go, all that did was make me want to eat waffles now. It was a delicious waffle.
I ordered breakfast. I'm starving, and
You did? What'd you get?
Grumpy Gringo.
House Piggy. House Piggy. Oh.
Wow.
Listen, I'm going to eat half of the burrito.
Listen, you can still wear a bikini. You can wear whatever you can eat whatever you want. You can eat whatever you want.
Like I said, I feel like I look good, and today that means like I'll have half of the breakfast burrito this morning. I'll have half tomorrow, and that also means like the rest of the day I'll eat really healthy and clean.
Carmen, do you realize who you're telling that you're going to eat half of it? Like, eat the burrito. The fact that you're telling 3.5 out of shape guys that you're going to be eating. I'm only going to eat half of it, and then I'm going to eat healthy. Do whatever you want.
I am, and that's what I want to do because I also don't want to feel like crap. Their burritos are huge. It's literally the size of my head. You know what I mean? Like, if I ate the whole thing, I would probably have to take a nap here before I go home. Or I'd just take a nap in the 9 o'clock hour.
Did you and Bobby go to the F Your Diet place?
No, we just drove by it.
I've been to that. There's one in Orlando. I've been there, and it's awesome.
Really?
It is massive.
We looked at some of the menu items. It
Massive portions.
Yeah.
They sell this one burrito there, and I swear it's a 10-pound burrito.
Oh, it's insane.
Yeah.
I looked at some of the pictures of the stuff on the menu.
I've been before, and the food is fantastic, but the portions are ridiculous. ridiculous.
But that's also funny and smart.
Yeah.
Like that's, people that are like, yeah, I want to eat whatever I want to eat. I'm not worried about having light beer or, this and that. I want to eat something crazy. That's a cool place to go.
Like you get pancakes there, they take up the entire plate. They just massive, like this is so big.
So that's a pretty common thing in New York. There's a couple of delicatessens where you go and you get a sandwich, and the sandwich comes like high like this, and taking up the whole plate for the pancakes and all that. But you don't see that a lot down here.
Yeah, it was the time I went. The food was really good, but the portions are ridiculous.
No, I'm kind of glad it wasn't open.
When it comes to the table, you just laugh out loud that it's so much food.
And that's a great name for a restaurant.
Really great.
A restaurant just called F Your Diet.
I didn't know they had one down there because that's great.
Where was the other one you went?
Orlando.
Yeah. Yeah, Punta Gorda is a weird spot, man. I can't figure it out. Like, I don't know who lives there. I don't know what kind of community it is.
Yeah.
It's like there's marinas there, but it's not really like a fishing community. I don't really understand it.
When I was living in Sarasota, we'd go down there once in a while for things, and it's a weird spot.
Yeah, well, we stayed at the Wyvern Hotel, which is right in the middle of downtown Punta Gorda. And I've stayed there before. Remember we played at Dean's?
Yeah.
That place is closed down.
Oh,
Dean's
is it?
Closed down. Yeah, I think that they did not. I'm assuming, Galvin, that they did not come back from the hurricane, but I don't know if that's the case.
Because I was going to say, it was always packed down there, and it was, had good stuff. Whatever.
Yeah, it's the building itself is there, and you can tell it's locked up, but I don't know if it's damaged or what the situation is. But across from
I was saying the last time I stayed at the Wyvern was when we did the gig down there. And afterwards, we tried to walk into the bar with Flip Flop the Clown and Big LA, and we all got turned away.
At the Wyvern?
There's like a little sports bar, something right next door.
Yeah.
And I was like, why are you turning us away? And then I realized we're with a fat guy with no shirt, a clown, and Joe with Q Cat. And they were like, like afterwards, it made sense why they told us you can't come in here.
I love that Gio just lumped you in with Big LA and Flip Flop the Clown. I'm with Big LA, a clown, and Joe.
All right.
I believe Joe was wearing nothing but a robe.
That's
at the time. So it was like Joe in a robe, Flip Flop the Clown, Big LA.
What were we doing down there?
We did a gig down there, a live gig. It was at night. Was it game night or it was something?
Did you just fart, Carmen?
No, sorry, that was my volume was up, and it was like a video.
What did we do?
It was a not so live gig down there.
Where?
Was that when
at
Johnny P was there?
Sonny's.
Yeah,
It was a Christmas show, right?
maybe.
No. Was it?
We did a not so live gig at
Think so.
Visani.
Yeah.
It was, and that Flip Flop was there sucking on toes, and I think it was Carlos.
Yeah, remember, 'cause
Yeah.
Flip Flop came
You
down to suck on
blindfolded me.
Yes.
And
Because there was that picture of all of us in the room right around Christmas time. I remember that.
Yes.
And
Now I
luckily,
remember.
a listener stepped up and got her toes sucked, so I
Right.
didn't have to.
But you wanted to.
No, I did not.
But your boyfriend didn't want you to.
I did not. I did not
Oh,
want
yeah.
You love when you guys lick your toes.
Yeah, not a weird clown. I like when my boyfriend or significant other does it, not a rando.
Remember, he got all upset and was like pouting in the back.
Yeah. He really likes to do that. Lick people's toes. No, you're talking about the boyfriend.
The boyfriend.
The boyfriend got upset.
Threw a
was pouting
fit
in the
and
back.
was-
Yeah, thanks for that one,
Well,
guys.
I'm sorry. So I didn't mean to bring it up. I just remember it was like drama queen.
Can
We
you
live
believe I
streamed
did?
that, I believe.
I forgot that we did it until 5 minutes ago.
Like I said, I just remember we were at the hotel bar, may have been enjoying a couple drinks, and then tried to go on the streets, and we got kicked out.
We went to an Irish bar called the Celtic Ray over the weekend. That was good in Punta Gorda.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. I like it out there. It was beautiful because it was beautiful at night. The weather was like in the 70s.
Right.
And it was windy. So anyway, Saturday morning, Bobby and I go to the farmer's market. And we were walking through, and that's where Bobby prayed with the guys.
Oh.
And we bought some essential oils and some other stuff that I don't know.
Essential oil.
What?
So he got mushroom capsules or something. I don't know. He's definitely built for senior citizen living. Like he likes to look at all the stuff and ask questions. You know, I just mosey through and do nothing. Anyway, so then we decided to go fishing over by the pier, which was at the other side of the hotel. So we're out there fishing, and it's just boring. The wind's blowing my line everywhere. Nothing's happening. I feel like I got to poop. It's not good. So I quit fishing in the middle of fishing. and then I go over to the car, and I go to drive back to the hotel, and there is this. It looks like another farmer's market. It's not a festival. It's just like a picnic area land that's got a snow cone tent and a cotton candy tent, and you can get pamphlets over here and learn about
Like a Saturday market.
yeah, like you learn about PGT windows over here. You know, there's a couple of things that they got going on, and it is some sort of pride festival. But other than the Rainbow Arch, there's really nothing there that would make you think that it was anything to do with gay stuff. It's just a pride festival.
Just Bobby and his essential oils.
Exactly.
And two guys in their 50s
Yeah,
holding hands.
Wearing no sleeves shirts and shorts. Yeah.
I think the signs were there. You guys just didn't pick up on it.
Listen, we were a kiss away from being a couple. So I leave to go back to the hotel and poop. And on the way back, I'm feeling like a new man. And I see one lone protester outside of the Pride Festival. And I didn't know what to think because I couldn't quite. He had a sign, and he was wearing a face and head cover and sunglasses, and I couldn't figure out what he was doing. So I made a U-turn, and I went and I just parked next to him for a second and lowered my window. And as people were walking by, he was calling them faggots and screaming slurs at them. And I thought, it's one thing to come out here with a sign. It's another thing to aggressively yell slurs at people as they walk by. So I thought, maybe I can get out and talk to this guy. And I wasn't trying to change the world. I was just trying to figure out what this, think about it, Calvin. What made you get out of bed, make a sign, and go down somewhere and just start screaming at me? Can you think of anything in the world?
Yeah.
I got to be honest with you. If I told you, maybe I could get you out of the house if I said to you, Galvin, there is a place on the corner and they are breaking dogs' legs. Maybe I could get you to go down there and do something to help the dogs.
Yeah.
But I doubt it very much.
One question. Was he filming himself?
No.
Okay. Because sometimes these people will go just to get content for YouTube and social media.
Sometimes these people are also paid to be out there.
Yes.
Was this guy paid to be out there? Was somebody behind this guy? Is this guy a professional protester? These are the things that I wanted to know. So I got out of my car and I noticed the guy, and he also has a 9mm pistol strapped to his side.
Oh,
open carry. Well, it's open carry.
All right.
And he had a bottle of pepper spray. So I said to him, hey, what are you carrying? And he's like, I got a Turkish whatever it is and this, that, and the other thing, 9mm. And I go, cool. And he goes, and I got pepper spray. I go, well, I'm not being aggressive. And he goes, no, I didn't think you were. And I said, I just have a couple of questions. Would you mind if I asked them to you? He goes, not at all. And I said, would you mind if I video it? And he said, not at all. That would be great. And I said, okay. Because there were people who were questioning whether or not I ambushed this guy and why I videoed it on. Yes.
Can I point out something?
Please.
Also, the guy was wearing a mask and sunglasses.
Yeah, I did say that. He was wearing a mask and sunglasses, which he has an excuse for.
Okay.
So I went up to him and I said to him, why are you here today at this Pride Festival? And he said, because they are indoctrinating homosexuality in schools. And basically, he is convinced that you can turn people gay. I can turn people gay. So, not me, but that if you teach them to be gay, they'll be gay. And I don't want to play the audio for you because there's a lot of cursing in it, and it's not very aggressive. It's just a lot of free flowing cursing, like I talk normally when I'm not on the radio. And this guy, same thing. And we began to go back and forth. And one of the most amazing things that I found was people still think that being gay is a choice. If you think that being gay is a choice, I'd love to hear from you. Because I can't understand why you think that people would put themselves through that if that's the choice. Like if you think they were like, no, I want to go through having to be protested and all this stuff and having to have a tough time in high school and having to not fit in. I want to make that choice. Like, if you think that that's a choice, explain that to me, please. I'd love to hear somebody that. that was the number one thing that people were saying in the comments, is that this guy was right. Gay is a choice. There's still people who believe that. That it's a.
Oh yeah.
There are some people that say it's a mental issue, and I'm not saying that there isn't something to do with the mental wiring. Does it mean that it's bad? Does it mean that you're wrong? No. Does it mean that you're wired differently than somebody else? Yes. Yes, you're wired to be gay. And this guy went so far as to say that I said to him, he said he had kids and he didn't want his kids learning about this stuff in school and it being pushed on her in school. And I said, what if your kid said that they were gay? And do you know what his response was? Gay conversion camp. He would send his own child to a gay conversion camp before loving his child. And I was absolutely blown away by his responses. And then I said, wouldn't you want your child to be happy? Wouldn't you want? And he did not care about that whatsoever.
He said he would disown him.
He would disown his own child for being gay.
Yeah, I think just people with that type of ideology, there's no reasoning with them. They're not going to rationalize it.
Do you think so? Or do you think that deep down there is some sort of reason, or there is some sort of event that happened to this person to make them feel that way? Because I have to tell you, I know this guy's name, I know where he lives, I know the whole thing. I'm not interested in outing him. I'm not interested in putting his name out there or any of that stuff. But I got nothing but vibes like he was trying to hide back the fact that he was gay.
Yeah.
That is the absolute way that I felt talking to him. It was like he was trying to fight it so hard.
Well, we always talk about, the guys who they're politicians that are like gay people bad and da-da-da, and then busted, getting all the stuff and doing the things. And
it's exactly what it seemed like when I was talking to him. I felt like he wanted so bad to be like, I'm gay.
It's okay. Here's some essential oils.
Yeah. I want to be like, oh no, I couldn't say that.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was my run. It's all on video. It's all on our Instagram at the Mike Calta Show. If you want to go watch it, it's got over 100,000 views.
You stayed pretty calm the whole time.
I had no reason not to be. Also, I didn't want to get shot. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Here I am, a guy who definitely. I said to him in the thing, Galvin, just to address your issue, he was wearing the mask and the sunglasses because he claims that's the same thing that the left does, the Antifas and the
right.
That they and ICE is wearing masks and he's keeping up with doing what they're doing.
okay.
I don't really understand that. He did at one point in the video remove his mask to show me his face because he asked me if he had anything identifiable physically that would make me think that he had a mental illness like Down syndrome. So he showed me his face, and I said, no, you have no visible signs of Down syndrome, but I do believe you suffer from a mental illness.
Can I tell you? No way would somebody with Down syndrome be out there being
No way.
like, nicest in the world. Nicest in the world.
They'd be out there eating snow cones, loving life. They
exactly.
don't care.
Yeah.
Hugging everybody. I just couldn't, I couldn't see. You don't have to agree with homosexuality. You don't have to like it, and your religion can tell you that it's bad. That's fine. But what would possess you to get up and go down and just scream insults at people as they walk by? I was absolutely blown away by it. I couldn't understand what would make somebody hate anybody that much. Like, I actually thought, what would get me to get out of the house, make a sign, and go down somewhere?
Yeah. And there's some people that are even worse than that guy.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably tame compared to some standards.
Well, evidently, that guy was also at the farmer's market that Bobby and I were at. People have told me that he goes there all the time and does this. He also went to the No Kings rally, and I looked him up on Facebook, and he does seem like he has kids. He has abs. I know that there's a lot of pictures of him showing his abs.
Oh, man.
And he rides motorcycles. I looked into the thing to try and figure out what it is that's bothering him. And the only thing that I could see is that he may be harboring feelings that he doesn't know how to deal with. And that might be what's creating the anger. It was very interesting to watch. 800-771-1025. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how are you doing?
Great. What's happening?
I don't when it comes, they use these words like indoctrinate and stuff like that, and I think they're looking really kind of past the point. I don't think you can make someone gay at all. That's ridiculous.
No. Yes.
But when you take a young child that's looking for somewhere to fit in, you've got all these different sublets, you've got all these different situations in life. And you've got a young child that's just looking, may not have a home life, may not have somebody to look up to, and just looking and just begging for somewhere to fit in. That's where it kind of steps in.
Yeah, but and first of all, what do you think is going to happen?
Turns them gay.
But that's the thing. That's what I was going to say. You're not going to take a kid and make them gay.
No, but it will cause them to experiment in things they don't understand.
Like what? Like what? Like, what do you think, that you're hanging out with gay people and all of a sudden you're going to be like, maybe I should try to be gay?
Just say, for instance, you're a kid that has no friends, has nowhere in one of these big cities or anywhere. And next thing you know, you run into these big rallies or these big things, and it's just somewhere to fit in. You're not necessarily gay. You don't have gay feelings, but you're willing to try anything just to fit in. And you've been around the block enough to know what I'm saying is true.
Right, but hold on. But let me jump in. Let me real quick. I also know and deal with a lot of these kids who have no role models and are looking for a place to fit in. It doesn't mean that gay people are trying to rape these kids. They could take them in and they could welcome in. But they can welcome them in, and they can make them like family and be nice to them and love them and not try to do anything gay with them whatsoever.
That's the point I'm making. Nothing is for sure. Every situation is different. You're not.
Yeah, but it's the same in any hetero. It's the same in any hetero situation. It could be you bring a kid who is looking for some sort of relationship or some sort of family life, bring them into a bad situation of people who are doing drugs, or bringing them into a bad situation of people who lead them into a life of crime. There's that. The bad stuff is everywhere.
My father-in-law is gay. I'm not trying to preach against gay.
No, I know you're not. I know you're not. But I agree. I hear you, sir, and I just disagree with you.
You're asking a question of how does people think this? I don't necessarily think it, but I've been around children in my own life that literally would do anything just to fit in with something.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate. That is people who come from broken homes and they're looking for somebody to attach to. Yeah, I get it, but that still doesn't.
But you asked the question of how does this play into indoctrination? They just use these big words that to make it seem like something that's not, when it's simple stuff. Impressionable kids that have no role models, that may be, and I'm not saying just gay, I'm saying any facet of life, whether it be heterosexual, homosexual, religion, and let me be clear, I'm not religious at all. I think it's all
horse garbage.
You know what I mean? I'm not religious. That this is not coming from a religious aspect. I think that is almost as bad as the rest of it when it comes to indoctrination and all that. But what we're talking about is there is a whole sublet of children and young people, young adults, that were literally, no matter what aspect of life, what facet, gay, homosexual, will do anything and try anything just to fit in somewhere.
Yeah, I hear you. I don't know how that applies necessarily to this situation, but I understand what you're saying. Kids are vulnerable, and you should look out for them. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Great. What can we do for you?
Hey, you're talking about all this stuff about how things are not a choice. Isn't everything in life a choice, a decision, and a consequence of everything that you do?
No. You can choose to act. You can choose to act on things. That is a choice to do. But when you're born, you know when you're born if you're born straight or gay or straight. Sir.
No.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever been with a man?
No.
Why?
Why would I?
Because you're straight. You were born straight.
What's your point?
That gay people are born gay, and they know what they want because they're born that way. It's not a choice that you make. It's the way that you're born, sir. Just like you know that you're born straight. You've never been with a man because you were born straight. You just can't accept the fact that other people are born gay.
No,
that's it. That's exactly what it is.
Yep, you're using excuses to carbonate your gay feeling.
How is that an excuse, sir? Have you ever? How do you know that you are straight? Exactly.
He got you. He said you're gay,
and you lose. Mike Calta, is that what he said?
Yeah, he said you're using that argument to hide your gay feelings, and then
my gay feelings. Yeah. Okay, cool. Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Morning, Mike.
How you doing, sir?
I don't think anybody's really born gay. I think there's a lot of decisions in life that can kind of form children into that.
You don't. Let me ask you a question. Do you ever go to grade? Let me ask you a question. Do you ever go to grade school and you look around your classroom? There's like 30, 35 kids in your classroom when you were like 1st or 8th grade. You didn't know who the gay kid was?
Of course, but
all right. And you think that kid? And you think that kid made an?
There's no gay gene. There's nothing you can isolate that makes a person gay. I have twin sisters. Genetically, they're the same person, blood and everything. One's gay, one's straight. One was molested as a child, the other wasn't. I think circumstances form a lot of things through life.
So you think every person that's gay was molested?
It's very heavily noted that a lot of a majority of gay people were molested as children.
According to what, sir? Cite that source, please.
I can't tell you the source off the top of my head.
Of course you can, because it's
results for
garbage.
If you Google it real quick, you can produce it.
I cannot. That a majority of gay people were molested?
Yes, grooming is extremely high in the gay community.
So it says here, multiple studies show that LGBTQ plus individuals, including gay people, experience higher rates of childhood sexual abuse than heterosexual people.
Yeah, not all of them.
But it's higher rate.
But it's a majority.
Okay, and you think that is what's turning people gay?
I think it is a scar on the brain. The same way you can convince a 7-year-old he's a horse. Children are very, very easily influenced.
If you have a 7-year-old that you can convince is a horse, that kid's an idiot. That's the problem. All right,
all kids are idiots, man.
No, they're not. No, they're not. You're not convincing my kid that they're a horse. I can tell you that. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Good morning. I just wanted to, those calls are just stupid. I think people just don't have a sense of what they're really talking about. I have a gay husband, remember that?
Yeah.
Right. But my niece, I spent countless hours with her. She was in tears, and she was probably 15. She always felt like a boy. And she's transgender. Not transgender. She's transforming into a boy. However they put that.
Transitioning.
But yeah, transitioning. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Right.
But the thing is, she really had a tough time with this. And like I said, talking over hours, endless hours about it. It's not something that she was choosing to do. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I find it very ignorant. Thank you for the call of the people who are so sure that it's a choice, but don't want to admit that they were born straight. They can't say if they're choosing. At what point do you make the choice? At what point, Gio, did you decide to be straight?
I don't think I did.
Yeah,
I just kind of know.
You just kind of know.
Kinda.
So if you're a kid, like I think the perfect example is what I said to that guy. When you look around your grade school, I picked out the kids that I thought would be gay through high school and grade school, and I was right about all the ones I thought were gay, and then 2 more that I didn't know about turned out to be gay. That's the way it goes. And that kid in 2nd grade that is gay already did not necessarily get molested, did not have someone convince him. He was just born gay. That's just the way it goes. And straight people don't want to accept that.
I don't remember a point where I made a choice to be straight.
You may have, Gio. You may have had.
I just looked at that girl's ass and thought, wow, that is fantastic.
But you may have had a guy.
I just knew. I didn't make the choice. I just looked at that ass and looked at that ass, and I went, I like that one over there.
But you may have had a guy that was attracted to you, kind of flirt with you, and because you're not attracted to him at all, you totally blocked him out and didn't even realize.
One of my best friends when I was in middle school, he ended up being gay.
Yeah. Did you know at all? When did you find out?
I found out when we were adults.
Yeah. Wouldn't it have been better for that kid if he could have been able to be friends and let everybody know what he was when he was younger?
Yeah. I mean, he did sing. He didn't want to sing show tunes a lot.
No, that's
But I like that.
Yeah.
And you guys make fun of me because I know so much about Disney. He was my Disney buddy. We used to go to Disney World and watch Disney movies.
You want to go to my room and play Disney, buddy?
Right. That's why I know so much about
Disney, buddy.
That's why I know so much about Disney. I love it.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Good morning. How you guys doing?
Good. What's up, sir?
I have a question. Now, I'm straight, and I was born that way. I'm 100% on that. But in this day of porn on the internet, I've been exposed to group sex and everything on porn.
Okay.
I'm still straight, but my mind I look a little bit further than I always used to. Does that seem to kind of influence people a little more than it used to?
I don't think necessarily if you are. So you're saying that you would never think about having gay sex, but when you've seen a bunch of this stuff, it's maybe opening your eyes up to something you might like to try?
Well, no, I'm not looking at necessarily gay sex, but say two guys and a girl.
Okay.
Now, I'm looking more. I used to look strictly at the woman. Now I'm like, wow, this guy's looking pretty darn good, but I still do not have that sexual desire. You know what I mean?
So yeah. Let me ask you this. So I could look at Tom Cruise and be like, that's a handsome ass guy. Well, I don't want to kiss him. I don't want to touch him, but I could recognize he's a good looking guy. That just makes you a normal person.
I think he's good looking. I just don't like him.
Well, listen, I don't think that. I think until you do some gay stuff, sir, then you're safe. But or at least you're not safe, but you're just not gay.
I'm safe.
Yeah. Well, look, you also may be unlocking things that you didn't know that you wanted to try, or you may experiment and decide you didn't like it. It's not for me. I know that for sure. I don't feel it the same way gay people don't feel like they want to be with straight people.
One of our friends checking in, who is gay, who has a twin sister who is not gay.
Oh, that's right.
Neither one of them molested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. I thought that wasn't allowed. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Mike. How old are you? You're in your 50s, correct?
54, sir.
54. I'm 57. I maybe it's where you grow up, because I don't remember anybody in my grade school, even in my middle school, and I grew up in upstate New York, where I even thought that, they're a gay person. Everybody we hung out with, I just don't remember anybody.
But they were, right?
Well, there could have. Yes, I'm not saying there wasn't somebody, but I'm not. I just don't think that. I don't know. I kind of think it's where you grew up. I don't know.
No, there's gay people everywhere.
It's interesting because I know now that there was a gay guy that was on my soccer team. At the time, I never thought, it didn't enter my mind that anyone was gay. You know what I mean? So I was just like, I don't know, Eric.
But a lot of people were not out back then.
But also, he was just like, he'd go to dances with girls as best friends or whatever.
Right.
But and then when I went for my high school reunion, I go, oh, Eric's gay. All right. It finally dawned on me. I think I just didn't even think about it.
Right.
My buddy from high school was like that too. I never, we hung out all the time. That never crossed my mind.
But looking back on it now, you go, yeah, of course he was.
And then later on in life, when we were adults and I found out, I was like, okay, I guess that kind of makes sense.
That's also progress of the times, though, now, too.
And that was this is mid to late 90s.
Well, right, because back then, if you were gay, you were ostracized and people did not like you. And that was,
But I don't remember ever crossing my mind.
Yeah.
And I was 16, 17 years old.
We used to, there were a couple of kids in my grade who ended up being gay who were the feminine kids. And then there's a couple other ones, like two other ones. One was just a quiet, smart kid, and one was the other one who dressed nice, but you didn't know. You thought all the girls liked him because he was good looking.
Buddy wasn't feminine or anything like that at all. It
doesn't always apply.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Again, this all goes back to this guy this weekend that was protesting, and I just could not understand. All these callers that I had, they don't agree with me. Not all of them. Some of them completely disagree. That one guy thought I was secretly gay. All those things are fine. But what possesses you to wake up in the morning, grab your gun, grab your pepper spray, grab your sign, and just go down and shout faggot at people while they're at a rally? Not even a rally. I keep saying rally, but it wasn't a rally. It was just a festival.
Yeah.
It was a festival in a park that you had to go to. You didn't even have to pass through it to get to something else. You had to specifically go to this area to get there. And I can't understand what makes people that angry. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hi.
So for the guy that was standing out there in Punta Gorda, he's not wrong.
About?
About it infiltrating into our school systems. How many teachers are saying my pronouns are?
Yeah, but what do you think that's doing to your kid? Do you think you can change the kid's sexuality by telling them your opinion on something?
Change their sexuality. Sexual preference is a choice.
You think so? So that's where you're wrong.
Genetic.
So then
actually, I am qualified to say it is a choice. It is not genetically inherited at all.
What qualifies you to say that?
I'm a nurse.
So what? What does that have to do with anything?
Okay, so where is it that you're saying it is genetic? And
Let me ask you a question.
He didn't say that either.
Are you gay or are you straight?
I'm straight because I choose to be.
How do you know?
I choose what I like. I choose what I like, and I choose what I dislike.
So how do you know what you like?
How do I know what I like? How do you know what you like? Do you like pumpkin pie? I mean,
but I got to tell you, that's a great point.
Tell me something
That's
that
a
you
great,
don't.
Hold on a second.
That's a great point because I thought of that too. So let's say black licorice. You ate black licorice at some point. You either liked it or didn't. So you either are.
Actually, I could tell you I probably do not like black licorice because I haven't tried it. I just don't like the smell of it.
Okay. Why don't you like the
If
smell
you
of
want
it?
to go that route.
Are you choosing to not like the smell of it?
Am I choosing to not like the smell of it?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, probably, pretty much. I choose not to like the smell of it.
You chose not to like the smell of it. All right, that's
It is-
interesting.
it is a choice. What about your bisexual people?
What about them? There are people who like to do
Are
more
they
than one thing.
They genetically like both genders versus making a choice? Because how many bisexual will then just end up with a man or just end up with a woman?
So my opinion on that is somebody who's bisexual is probably born gay. And somebody who has had sex with both, just like you said, makes choices and decide that they enjoy both. I have to be honest with you. I've never had. I've never
if you're
had.
born gay, then a gay man would have never been with a woman.
What is that?
Because then they're genetically programmed that way. And with what you're saying, they're genetically programmed to a gay man like another man, want to be with another man. If they're genetically programmed that way, there's no gay man that would have ever been with a woman.
That doesn't even make sense, what you're saying. If you're genetically programmed one way, who's to say you're not going to experiment or do something in your life?
And what if they like it? And what if they like it and they end up not being gay?
You can't not be gay. You can't be gay, have sex with a woman, like to have sex with a woman and not be gay. You know, you can't. You can't. If you're gay and you have sex with a woman and you enjoyed it.
Are you speaking from experience, Mike?
What kind of experience?
I don't know. Maybe you're gay and you just now don't want to have that in your life, so you're choosing to be with a woman.
It's interesting because that is the first thing that people try to do when I defend homosexuality is to call me gay as if you're going to scare me.
Let's talk transgender. There's only two genders, by the way, male and female.
Yeah,
that is it.
As a nurse, you should know that.
Yes, and as a human, you should know that. You either got one or the other. That's about it.
Okay, so what else?
Okay.
There are some people that are
you're
born that don't.
In the schools, and actually all over the place. How about this assigned sex at birth? How are you assigned anything at birth? What you come out with is what you are.
Don't you know
that somebody's assigning you?
Don't you know that some people are born and they don't feel comfortable in their body and they decide that genetically they feel like
feeling? So it's a feeling. Well, their facts are definitely more.
If you would shut your fat face for a second, let me finish what I'm saying. You'll let me.
Fat face. I'm looking at a picture of you, and you're thin.
Why are you looking? Why are you looking at a picture of me?
Because I like to know who I'm speaking to.
I don't ever want to see.
We're on YouTube if you want. You can see him all day.
You don't even know who I am or what I look like.
I don't ever want to know you. You seem like an ignorant C word.
Real Hellenhunt.
Very angry.
What I was trying to say, I don't even remember. I was going to say something about somebody born somebody born that's a man that feels like they're a woman and has lived their whole, like, we know somebody who was born a man and ended up becoming a woman, and that person has said to me that they felt so bad that they tried to kill themselves. Why would you want somebody to be that miserable? Why would you want somebody to go through life like that, thinking about killing themselves all the time because they can't be happy? You can call it whatever you want. You can call it a mental illness. You can call it a genetic disorder. You can call it whatever you want. But why would you care about somebody being that upset and that miserable in their life? Why wouldn't you want them to be happy? And if putting on a dress made them happy, what do you care? What does that have to do with you? I love the way these people, I have no concerns about your opinion of me, fat nurse lady. I don't care. And by the way, I don't know what you look like, but I could tell by your voice you're fat. I don't care if you call me gay or if you think I'm gay or if you think I'm hiding something. My defense of that community is nothing more than me just seeing people want to be happy and be able to live their lives. And you thinking you're going to insult me by saying that to me is, save your breath. I'm telling you right now. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, Mike, how you doing, sir?
Good. What's up, buddy?
My name is Ernie. This is actually, and again, I think it's the messenger, the problem. And I'm a little bit, I have 2 daughters that are lesbian, and I understand that they're my point in life is happiness for my daughters.
Okay.
But the problem is when, and again, indoctrination and all the big words and all that, I believe what it is when you have teachers steering your kids, people that are grown-ups teaching your kids, and again, you can blame it to public schools, you can blame it to anything you want, and of course, maybe parental controls also. Okay. My problem usually is, sorry about this. My problem usually is when you're teaching a kid, you can't be teaching kids to become men, for example. And that is what's happening.
Let me jump in real quick. I don't want people to think that I don't want my teachers teaching my kids about anything to do with their sexuality. I'm not talking about that. What do you think? You have 2 lesbian daughters. What do you think? They learn that in school?
No, not at all.
Yeah. So what do you?
I believe that's how they are. There's no problem. I love them regardless.
Right.
The problem that I have, for example, is when a kid comes, 12, 15 years old, and you come and you're like, oh, that's great. Okay, great. You love them and everything. But what's happening right now, like, again, and I don't want to use indoctrination because that's too big of a word for me, especially. But you have kids that are lesbians and gay, and they're coming home and telling their parents, today I feel like a man. Today I feel like a woman. So you have kids that are so confused.
Yes.
And something that,
Listen,
and something
I have never been confused about my sexuality or whether or not I was a man or a woman. But I do remember those times where I was a teenager and I had, changes in my body and changes in things going on, and you're confused about a lot of stuff and you don't know how to handle all those emotions, and it's a tough time for kids. It's a tough time for kids, but more people should be allies for those kids and help them get through that so they can figure out where their life is really headed.
Mike, when you have a kid that comes to you and says, "Dad, I feel like a man. I don't know why. I'm a man, and I already started doing steroids, for example."
Okay.
And you're going to understand that some of these kids are so confused. And believe me, it's trauma. I'm sure it's trauma. But again, nothing against gay or lesbians. But, I mean, most of these kids, it's something that's called rapid onset gender dysphoria. This is an epidemic that is going on. A lot of people look over that. And And the problem is that there's kids that are hurting themselves, and there's doctors.
I get what you're saying, and I understand, especially of a father who has to deal with a situation like this. We are way further than out of the topic.
Yeah, but
than
that's what I want to tell you. The messenger is the problem. You're the guy that you met is the problem. The problem is that he's going out there, like you're saying, he's gay himself probably, and he is just blaring out crap.
I don't believe he was representative of conservatives. I don't think he was a representative of heterosexuals. Yes, you're exactly right. He was making the situation way worse for everybody, which is why I went and talked to him in the first place. But I appreciate your call.
And just so you know, Mike, I'm a supporter of LGBTQ plus and everything you want to say. Like everybody makes fun of it.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, the LGBTQ plus has been taken hostage. Even a lot of people. I can send you. I can send you a video that even the own LG are complaining that it's been hijacked.
Yeah, listen, so I don't really. I appreciate it, and thank you for being a good father on top of everything. I'm not interested in it. I am here because I don't like to see that guy out there screaming insults at people while they're trying to go out and buy snow cones. That was the main purpose of the whole thing. The video is up on our Instagram at the Mike Calta Show if you want to go watch it. It's pretty calm. There's no pushing, there's no fighting, there's a lot of cursing. That's why I'm not playing it on the air, but it's pretty sad to see. And I can't imagine that if I had like that guy, if I had a gay child and I said, "Hey, let's go over to this Pride Festival," and went over there and had this guy with a gun on his hip and a bottle of pepper spray and a mask and glasses calling my kid a faggot, we'd have a big problem. I got to take a break. I know I have a full board of phone calls. I'll try to get to them, but we got a mayoral candidate coming in the studio. Gracie?
Yeah.
What's your last name?
Gracie.
Kramer.
Caitlin Gracie Kramer.
No.
And she's running late.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah. That's good. So let's take a break, and I'll hit the phone calls when we come back if she's not here. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. In the studio with us, as he is every Monday, is Ian Beckles, who is, I would say, on the top tier of class gentlemen when he walks in here handing me meat every week. Your mic's not on, Ian. I'm sorry. He brought me meatballs one week.
Okay.
He brought me ribs this week. I mean, a man who brings you meat is a good man.
Brought you oxtail the one time, right?
Yeah.
Oxtail.
He wasn't quite. He didn't have enough melanin for that.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't against it. I just didn't love it.
Yeah.
And also, you brought mushroom tea, or coffee, which I didn't like.
Yeah.
Are you familiar?
I didn't sign off on it.
No. You were just saying try it. Yeah. Are you familiar with Ming? Do you know Ming? Does anybody know Little Ming?
Little Ming?
The Asian
Dynasty?
cook?
My wife introduced me to Little Ming. He's a little Asian kid, and they feed him food in a little plate.
Oh, yeah, I think
You
I've
seen Little
seen,
Ming?
yeah.
He's a little baby.
Okay.
And they feed him food on a round plate, and you see what they put on. They usually give him like 3 or 4 rice balls, just a little ball. Then they give him some vegetables. Then they give him some sort of meat or whatever, and pig's ears they'll give him.
Okay.
And he takes his little baby chopsticks and he eats them all one by one, and he'll pick it up, put it in his chopstick, and eat it. And they show it in fast motion so you can watch him eat. I think my wife and I can't stop watching Little Ming eat. And he eats pig ears, and they give him a bone, and he'll gnaw on the bone for a little while. The kid eats everything.
Human baby.
Yeah, it's a human baby. Yes, it's a human baby, a little Asian baby.
I do have big fat ladies eating food. I watch that. There's a couple
fat ladies eating food. Yeah. Who knows better about food than fat people?
Yeah. But I'm looking at them thinking, you're probably not going to be here next week.
Yeah.
Because they're just ingesting
Too much.
quadruple
Yeah.
burgers
Too much,
and
yeah.
just jamming them in their face.
Yeah.
Also, I don't want to see anyone eat. I don't want to see hot girls eat. I don't want to see fat ladies eat. I don't want to see
Little Ming's kind of cute.
Eh.
Yeah, Little Ming.
Maybe I watch it once. And
I
then
love watching
babies.
people eat.
I have some death pool updates.
Oh, okay.
So Space Ace Freely died last week, and Geo had him as an emergency pick.
Right.
That has been updated from 86 to 61 points because Ace was never a guest of the show. So you get 61 points for that. And then there was an emergency pick made by me because I'm in goddamn last place and I'm trying to do something.
You're
Move the
behind
needle
me?
up. Yeah.
How did that happen?
Because you got a death.
Really?
Yeah. So I took country singer Mark Chestnut.
Oh, what's wrong with Mark Chestnut?
Mark Chestnut said he is bleeding from the inside. Yeah, and there's some stuff going on with him, so it's not looking well. Yeah, I currently have 12 points with Pope Francis.
12?
Ian, you have 34. Yeah,
you said 12?
Yeah, 12.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I could have taken the bass player from Limp Bizkit and Doug Martin and still not go near what Carmen's at.
It's anyone's game.
Ian, you have 34 points from Giorgio Armani. Mike, you jump up to 121 points. Pap in front of you with 141 points. Then you have Gio with 206 points with the addition of Ace Frehley there. Tony has 472 points, which Carmen laughs at because she has 722 points for Carmen.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
For Carmen to pick Hulk Hogan just as a regular pick and not the local pick,
Right.
No, that was
made a
my
huge
local
difference.
pick.
Oh, was
Yeah,
it?
she got local pick
that's
points.
why I got
Yeah.
so many points because he was my local pick and he died in the listening area.
Yeah. And a former guest of the show.
'cause
And 2 in 1 week.
And 2 in
She
1
had
week.
Ozzy as well.
I was thinking because you couldn't do an emergency pick on,
No,
or not
I
emergency,
couldn't pick
call a
him.
shot.
I couldn't
Right.
call my shot
Yeah,
on him
that's what I was thinking
because
of.
he's my local pick. Because
Still
otherwise,
got 567 points just off of him
Yeah.
because of the 2 in 1 week,
Yeah.
the guest of the show,
Hall of
died in
Fame.
the area, Hall of Fame,
And
like
I'm-
all those different things.
and I'm still kicking myself for not calling my shot on Ozzy.
We told you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured there would at least be like one more.
No, I told you he's going to do that concert and he is out.
Yeah.
In and out.
I'd like to protest because twice I've asked somebody for Bro Hyundai's email, and I've emailed him, and like he doesn't like black people. He doesn't. I've never met him. I don't know.
He may have the black blocker on his email.
Yeah.
I don't,
The black one.
I don't know.
I don't know either. What
I
is
got to
it?
tell you, bro, Hyundai, I mean, granted, I'm very white, but I emailed him and texted him. He texted me right back.
Well,
He emailed me right
You
back.
don't know me.
He hit me within seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you're on the spam folder.
I think I might have asked Spanish, so
Gio, I was going to say, maybe Gio can
Probably got it
introduce you
wrong.
to Bro Hyundai. I mean, bro is in his name.
Yeah,
that's
So-
true. That's true. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Mike Calta show. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Hello.
Hi. I don't mean to derail your guys' conversation and take it back to what you guys were talking about, but I
No,
just
we're
wanna say
good.
thank you for saying, being gay is not a choice and defending it, because sometimes this radio station just goes different ways, and it's really nice to hear that representation for all the people that listen to you. It's coming from a certified homosexual.
You're
I'm not a
gay?
certified nurse. I
How
can't
do you
say
know you're
anything,
gay?
but-
How did you know you were gay?
How
She
did
got
I know?
certified.
I
Yeah.
woke up and just happened to happen. I was kissing girls in 5th grade. It just happened to happen. I was born that way.
As a gay person, are you blown away by the fact that straight people are insisting it's a choice?
Oh my gosh, it is insane how to think. I'm like, how do you think I want this? You think I want to choose this alternate life? Like it's not what everybody thinks it is. I mean, it's not all rainbows and sunshine all the time.
What do you think is more absurd, that you have a choice or that you can be convinced by your teachers in school that you're gay?
It's a choice. I don't know, because I wasn't convinced to be straight in school.
Yeah.
So, and there was a lot of heterosexual stuff going on in school, and I wasn't convinced to be straight. So
You know what's so funny is that I went to Catholic elementary school and high school, and they were very anti-gay, and yet I graduated with plenty of gay people. They all seem to somehow avoid those guys trying to turn them straight. That's so
the priest
funny.
was gay.
Yep.
Would you say I'm a hero to the gays today, ma'am?
I would say that. Definitely classify you as a hero to the gays.
Should there be a song to celebrate that?
I think we should get ChatGPT to find a song for you.
Well, guess what?
From Miami Sizzle to Tampa Strut, he's the voice that breaks the cage. Spins the tea with wicked glee, keeps the fabulous front page.
Here it comes.
My Calta, hero to the gays, spins the pride from Tampa Bay, keeps the queens in fierce parade. Work it.
There you go. That was good enough for now. Mike Calta, hero to the gays.
It's a great conversation.
Hey, listen, I don't understand. I'm not out there. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know that I ever actually purposely went to a gay pride festival.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I may have been to one of those markets before, one of those things, but I don't go out to downtown St. Pete and I'm not marching. Maybe I could do more. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I certainly am not going to sit by and have somebody scream faggot at kids as they're going to buy a snow cone. Just going out there above their day and have this guy in a mask with a gun in his hip just start screaming insults at people as they walk by.
Joe does that all the time.
I know, but he's he's a senior citizen.
yeah,
It's
I'm
different.
allowed.
This guy was young.
I just don't know how people try to sound intelligent while they're doing ignorant stuff. Like, you know,
Because
like when
they've
you do
convinced themselves that they're smarter. Like some of the people who called in today are not bad people, and they're not stupid people. They just have different opinions. I respect that. And I think that that's where you become ignorant, when you can't respect that there's other opinions and there's other possibilities to the situation that you think. Like I am convinced that you're born gay from talking to gay people and from being straight, knowing that I was born straight. You can have a different opinion, and I don't have to agree with you, but I respect the fact that you have an opinion.
And my opinion is partially yours.
Yeah.
I do speak to a lot of people.
Yeah.
I think that gay line has moved.
Yes.
Okay, so I think there has to be some choice. Not all of anything is everything. You know what I'm saying? I think it's more of a choice now than it was when we were growing up. Okay, because it wasn't a choice back in the day. Because there wasn't gay
Do you
representatives.
mean choice or option?
Either one. Okay, because it wasn't really presented. You just weren't allowed to be gay. I had no gay people in my high school.
Right.
Well, not admittedly once.
Yeah,
but
you did.
Right? But I knew that guy was gay and that guy got
Right.
Today, they'd be way more gay people. But I really do believe, and this is because I'm exposed to a lot at the Dignitary Cafe, okay?
Yeah.
Nobody's more open than us.
Right.
Sometimes we have group of transgender people.
Right.
We have gay flags up in there. We're pretty open, okay? I'm hearing now some people are gay that you would have never thought they were gay.
Because they feel like they can be themselves.
It's almost like everybody just wants to experiment now. I'm feeling that.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. And I'm not against anything, but when I hear somebody say, well, if you did it a couple times in college, does it make you gay? I'm like, well, it used to.
It is. And for the record, as a guy who's proclaimed himself hero to the gays today, I have definitely not taken that option. I am straight as an arrow.
Yeah, me too. It's not been an option for me.
Exactly.
And if I grew up today, I still wouldn't dabble. I know
I'm not a dabbler.
No.
I don't want to. I have had the unfortunate situation of a threesome with Pete, because Pete and I lived together for so long.
I've heard the friendly fire story.
Yeah, the friendly fire story, yeah, but there's never been any contact between the two of us. I mean, that's just how it goes. Bobby Kelly has a joke that he tells on stage, and he says, "Am I gay? No. Would I let a transgender person with a fine set of breasts and a giant pee-pee do stuff to me? Of course." He's like, that's different levels of gay.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong, and I love him for that, and I love him to be able to talk like that. But to me, it's pretty gay.
So let me say, okay, I'm going to tell him myself, but if I'm watching a movie with a woman and another woman with a dilly, does that make me a little bit gay?
Not at all.
I hope good.
Two women.
I think it makes you less gay.
Yeah.
Right?
You might be right about that.
Because one, is a dude. The other one, you're like,
I don't not dig it. I don't not dig that.
I don't want girl porn to me is sexy, but it's boring as hell.
I can see that.
I don't like
There's
that.
not enough stuff.
Yeah. Mike Calta Show. Good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is Mark. I'm from Inglewood, first time caller.
What's up, Mark?
About the whole thing, being turned gay or being born gay. I was pretty rough. I was beat up when I was a child, and I was abused when I was 11 and 12 by a biker. And I didn't think it was bad because he showed me love opposed to getting beat up by my stepfather. It was a different situation.
Right.
I didn't know anything was wrong with it until my sister had this girl take me out of the room and take my virginity because I wouldn't leave her alone with her boyfriend. And I realized, well, this is different. And, so I grew up kind of confused, didn't go gay. I had a friend of mine and his brother that were in the same situation with this biker that got abused. They ended up going gay, and both of them died of AIDS.
You don't go gay. You were either going to be gay or
yeah. Yeah, I understand, but they just fell into it at that age when it happened and never came out of it. I guess that's where they, were. I didn't find out they had passed away until I had gotten out of prison. I've been in prison 4 times and never had any problems, except for my last time in prison. I protected my family and ended up going with possession of a firearm. And what's crazy is I was sodomized the last 2 weeks before I got out. And
in prison,
never thought in prison, yeah. And it just sucked,
Yeah, I would imagine it did, sir. I am sorry that you've had to go through all that.
I was married. I was married and raised 2 beautiful daughters and got grandkids. Never once thought I was gay.
Yeah,
I was confused. I was confused for a while, but
sure,
never really had the feelings or the attractions, towards a man.
Which is a big difference between doing gay stuff and having gay feelings.
Yeah. So I mean, whatever people choose. I mean, I've got friends and family and relatives and stuff like that that are gay, and I don't put them down for it. I mean, it's just the way they've been forever, I guess.
Yeah, well, you know what? And thank you for the call. It's just like Ian, I think, pointed out, is the guy said that he had the part of the problem is this guy said I don't put him down for it. And the other guy said I have 2 daughters who are gay. And regardless of the fact that I still love them, you shouldn't have to say that. It should not be like a negative. Like you're making it like it's a negative thing.
It sounds like that guy, if he was gay, would be the least of his worries.
Right.
Like
He's got enough things to worry about.
His sister's a monster.
His sister, exactly. The sister did worse to him than
go rape my brother. He's bothering me.
Yeah. Oh.
Yikes.
Mike Calta show. Good morning.
Good morning. It's the Bro Honda, the commissioner who never answers the family.
Doesn't like black people. Don't forget that part.
That's right.
Have you ever got one from me, Bro Honda?
I don't recall ever getting one from you, sir. If I would have totally seen it because as a lifelong Bucks fan, I would be honored to get an email from someone such as you.
I believe
he's a good guy. You definitely got the Spanish treatment. He gave me the wrong email.
Probably.
We'll fix it after the show. Is it cool?
Yeah,
I'll give him your phone number.
Absolutely, that's fine. And my email is in the rule list that's on the death pool page. So if you can give him that too, and all that's in there.
All right, brother. Thank you.
All right.
Yep. No problem.
The true commissioner of the Mike Calta show. Yeah.
What is his history?
Bro Honda?
Yeah.
He had an idiot brother. His brother was called Mahande for some reason, whatever that means, and he's a complete tool. And then this guy is his brother, and he was hanging around too, and he was actually the cool one.
So he started calling him Bro
Honda, because I'm a Honda. And I don't know how he got involved in the death pool. He was there since day one. I think he started gathering the information as we started talking about it, and he's been locked in.
Made him the commissioner.
Yeah, and he's a good guy.
And what about N4? And is there N1, 2, and 3?
So we started numbering our listeners at one point. Yeah. Okay. N1, N2, N3, and N4 was the 4th black listener that we had.
Okay.
And then N7 is Mark. Yeah, we got up there for a while, which is you gotta understand though. When we were playing classic rock, we didn't have a lot of black dudes listening.
I would have been one.
Yeah, but you would have been one. But you're the rare Canadian.
I sure am.
Black dude. You know what I mean? So,
what was the? We were giving away Jimmy Buffett, One Brother in Paradise.
Yeah. We gave away Jimmy Buffett tickets to a black guy, so there would be one brother in paradise.
See, I'm not doing Jimmy Buffett, but I brought it up to the Chicago concert how few black people were there.
Right.
And the other day at Mark Broussard, the one other black guy approached me.
Oh wow!
Hey, I'm a big fan. This is like a
it's just
movie.
us. It's us. Yeah.
Hey, if it goes down, we're brothers.
Did you ever see what was the parody of the '80s? Not Another Teen Movie. Did you ever see that?
I think I did.
Where the 2 black guys are at the party and they're the only, and he goes, "What are you doing here, man?" He goes, I'm at this party. Like, you can't be at this party too.
Simeon Rice told me a story one time. He was in Jamaica, and while he was there on vacation, there was an uprising.
Okay.
And they were revolting against the government. And he said that all the tourists were being treated terribly. And he said at one point he started speaking with the patois.
I would too. I would adopt it real quick.
All right, let me grab a couple more phone calls, and then we got to go to our mayoral candidate. Mike Calta show, good morning. Hello?
Good morning. How's it going?
Good. What's up, sir? Okay. Mike Calta show, good morning.
Hey, what's up, Mike Calta? This Medicine Man.
How was Rat, Medicine Man?
Oh, they were great. It was a blast there at first. Rat and Martini and guitar was fantastic, and the other bands. I like Pretty Boy Floyd the best.
Did you see? You like Pretty Boy Floyd? You like Pretty Boy Floyd the best out of all those bands?
I mean, for the opening acts, the co-headliners, but the Rat was the best.
How about Galvin? Did you see Galvin out there?
I saw Pete out there.
Oh, but you didn't see Galvin.
I'm very stealthy. I see him, and
There was a lot of people there. I'm not talking about. There was like almost 1,600 people there at this event.
All right, listen to me. I have an idea for you. I'm going to bring a girl in the studio next. I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to bring a girl named Caitlin in the studio. She is running for mayor of Lakeland. You should run for mayor of Port Richey.
That would be awesome.
All right, I'll be your campaign manager. I'll take a break, and then we're going to bring Caitlin in. Caitlin Gracie Kramer. She is running for mayor of Lakeland. She is a Hooters waitress, and she is going to be the next mayor of Lakeland. We'll talk to her in the studio next on 102.5 The Bone.
Living the dream.
Yeah. First of all, you are absolutely beautiful, and you work at the Hooters in Lakeland?
I do, yeah.
You are what I expect to see when I go into a Hooters.
I sure hope so.
And how long have you worked there?
I've been with the company for about 4 years now.
Okay, and we were reading earlier about it and how you enjoy working there, and that you bought your own house and did all this stuff with the money that you've made there. What do? Are you a bartender or a waitress?
I'm a bartender and I'm an hourly manager.
Okay, and what in the world makes you want to get into politics?
I, at one point in my life, was an impoverished teenager.
Weren't we all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My parents struggled my entire life, and it really, growing up lower class and being in positions that I was in and watching my parents go in and out of foreclosure offices my entire life.
Right.
That is something that
Traumatic to a child.
Yeah.
Yeah,
to
especially a teenager who can figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it really it pushed me to become the version of myself that I am today. Like, I'm very fiscally responsible and somebody who cares very deeply about the community around me and helping everybody.
See, that's the difference between you and I. I grew up as a poor kid, and I was like, I'm never going to be poor when I get older. But I don't care about anybody else. I don't want to make a change. I don't want to influence anybody. I don't want to do nothing. I only care about me. But that's good that other people out there. So now, when was the first time you had the idea to run for mayor?
I think that I started this project a couple of months ago.
Why? What was the thing where you were like, you know what, I could do that? Or did you hear that there was an election coming up and you were like, I could beat that person?
I knew that there was an election coming up.
Right.
And quite frankly, like with my job, I sit and I listen to people talk every day.
And you hear their everyday person's problems.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, I am a direct link to the working class.
That's
I am
true.
part of the working class.
Yeah.
And so I hear people say the things that they love. I hear them talk about the things that they wish they could change. And you listen to that day in and day out for multiple years in a row, and you eventually want to get to the point where you can start fixing things, start making your community a better place.
Okay, so you're thinking about it, and you hear that the election's coming up, and you're like, what if I throw my hat in the ring? Did you have any idea what the qualifications were or what you had to do in order to be eligible?
Yeah, I did my research.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you did eventually, but yeah, and what are they? Like, why hasn't anybody, or maybe they haven't, I don't know, but why hasn't anybody so young run before?
I think that a lot of people my age don't feel like they have a say within local government.
Do you think your looks are better for you, or you think that hurts you?
I think that it's done a little bit of both. I think people discredit me in the beginning because they only see me as a conventionally attractive 24-year-old woman.
Right.
And they're like, blonde girl running for mayor.
Right.
She's got advertisements for her social
Exactly.
media.
Hooters must be paying for this.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, who is this guy? The guy who took you here.
I was like, the guy to my guy.
No, the guy who took you here.
This is my campaign manager, Keith.
Keith. He doesn't get. I was like, that's not your boyfriend, right?
No.
Yeah, that guy doesn't get you.
She's like, oh God, no.
Yeah. I just took it. So you have to actually put together a whole campaign. You have to have a manager, and because they check all your finances and your fundraising, right?
Yeah.
And how much have you raised? I don't know. Is that all public stuff? Like, or you could just tell me, are you getting a lot of money?
It is public because you have to provide your financial documents.
Right.
We've gotten a decent amount. I wouldn't say that it's anything crazy. Some of my opponents have raised over $70,000.
Right.
I don't think I'm within
half that,
eighth of that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And is that big of a deal? I mean, a lot of these people that are raising the money from, getting $70,000 are probably getting large donations from large businesses and things along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
And you being probably new to this, have not gotten that yet. Is Hooters behind this? Do we know? Like, do they endorse this, or are they like, we're going to keep separate?
Eerily enough, they have not said a single thing to me.
Really?
My general manager is a wonderful man. He is definitely supporting us 100% of the way.
Right. But as a corporation, they're like, hey, we're not political.
Haven't said anything to him.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you think your realistic chances are of actually winning? Like, I saw one of the hags that you're running against.
Oh, my God.
Well, listen to me. I don't know her, but I saw a picture, and I was like, if I wanted one of these people representing my town, it would not be that one. It would be that one.
She can't be happy that you're right.
I come from a place that empowers women. We don't put
Even
down
the ugly
other
ones?
women. We don't put down other women.
Okay. See, I was just testing you. You passed the first test. You did good. You did good. Also, if you would have been like, yeah, that bitch is ugly. I'd be like, yeah, there you go. Okay, so who are the other candidates? How many other candidates are there?
There's 3 other candidates.
Okay.
One of them is a pastor.
Oh.
One of them's a 75-year-old retired nurse.
Now, has the pastor come out and said anything about you? Has he been condemning Hooters or anything like that?
No, he's been really nice to me so far. Everybody's been really kind to me, and I greatly appreciate that. I was worried that this was going to be some kind of weird, smear campaign where they just didn't appreciate that I was getting involved.
Were you worried about coming here today for the same reasons? No? I see, at 24, I can't imagine you've ever listened to the show. You seem young and out of our demo. But I would imagine somebody like maybe the campaign guy or somebody at work is like, yeah, you should probably go do that. There's a lot of people listening to that show. Yeah, I get you. I know how it goes. I know my audience too. Okay, so
our audience is definitely in Hooters.
Yeah.
They're definitely there.
Yeah. So, okay, so what's the next step for you? What do you have coming up next?
Our election is November 4th. It's getting really
it's
close.
right around the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Do they have debates?
We go and we'll do forums. It's not really a debate. We're not arguing with each other, but we're talking about important topics that involve the community.
What is the most important topic facing Lakeland right now?
Infrastructure.
Yeah. What's falling apart? I don't know. I mean, for real. I mean, what do you think is the number one priority?
We have been reactive to a lot of major crises in the last few years. We have not been proactive.
Much like this country.
Yeah, but it's put us in a position where now our roadways don't support the growth that we've achieved over the last few years. And also, flooding is a huge issue. I happen to live off of Lake Bonnie, which is a beautiful place. I actually grew up going to that park when I was a kid, and I bought my house off of it when I was 20 years old.
Right.
But a lot of people that lived off of Lake Bonnie during the hurricanes last year experienced something incredibly traumatic. All of their houses were flooded for multiple weeks. There were pumps that failed, and they ended up getting backed up with sewage water.
Wow.
Yeah. I want to make sure things like that never happen again.
Okay. And I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea. Do you know how hard it is to get that stuff done once you get in that job? Or is that something that a mayor can definitely start moving the pieces and getting things done?
I think that that's something that we can definitely achieve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I talk to a lot of people. I'm very, very popular. You ask your parents, they'll tell you about it. I would never run for office for a couple of reasons. One is I probably got some skeletons that'll come way out in the closet. And also, two, I'm not that smart. So are you afraid people are going to question how smart you are? Like if I were to ask you questions about the government, would you know about the questions? Would you know the answers?
Yeah.
You know the 3 branches of government?
No, I've got a good head on my shoulders. I recently graduated from USF with a bachelor's degree in biology. So it's
in biology?
Yeah.
So what are you going to be a mayor for? Go be a biochemist somewhere.
Let me be the mayor
That's
first.
true. Be a smart mayor.
I have aspirations. My plan, actually, I want to go do research on keratoconus. It's an eye disease. It's where your cornea bulges into a cone shape. It's something that
That's
I
what I
actually
was
suffer
gonna say.
from.
Eye disease.
You knew that?
Yeah. You got
Cornucopia.
Yeah. I was like, there's a lot of research that's gone into it. There's currently a surgery that you can get called cross-linking,
right?
Where they take lasers and gel, they laser it off on your eyes, and it should prolong your keratoconus.
Okay.
So that you shouldn't have to have a corneal transplant later. But I want to help develop that research so that's not something that people are worried about at all.
Do you know how much hotter you are when you're talking like that? When you're talking all smart like that, it makes it so great. Okay, so the election is only for the people in Lakeland, obviously.
Yeah.
What would you like to say to the people who might be listening now as a last communication with them before the election? Because we only got a couple of weeks.
Above anything, I've been using this as an experience to help people understand that no matter what their age is, what their race is, what their economic status is, or their education level, they do have a seat at the table. They can get involved in local government. I think that Lakeland is the most beautiful place in the entire world, but I want to make sure that everyone feels that way.
Have you been out of the country?
I have.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
And you still like Lakeland?
I love Lakeland.
Yeah. Hey, look, you want somebody to be a mayor that loves the city that they live in.
Mhm.
Yeah. Besides infrastructure, what are we tackling after that?
Water quality issues.
We have water quality problems in Lakeland?
We have water quality problems in Lakeland. There was a notice that was sent out a couple of months ago about lead issues. I've had a 9-year-old talk to me about how he has to brush his teeth with
bottled water?
water bottles.
Oh.
Yeah. You know how scary and sad that is to think that people within our city don't feel like using their tap water is safe.
That's gross.
We live in Florida.
Yeah.
We're surrounded by water. We're on a peninsula. And
Yeah.
you're telling me that we're having issues keeping lead out of our water? We're having issues where their water is so stinky a 9-year-old is concerned about it.
Right.
You know what I was concerned about when I was 9? The tooth fairy.
Yeah. Well, at 9, that's a little too old for that, I think. But I know what you're saying. I get your point. Are your parents still around? Oh, geez. Already?
Yeah, my mom's still around. My dad passed away a couple of years ago.
Is your mom proud of you? You're going to be the mayor of Lakeland?
Super excited about it.